So, boys, obviously the theme of this past summer has been our little series. We obviously did our summer of tier lists, which you guys really enjoyed. We obviously just recently finished our preseason power rankings. So we're going to turn things down a bit. We have a 2-part mini-series for you guys, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail of the video. And I'm sure you've probably seen this around other sort of basketball YouTube channels and content creators and stuff like that. We are going to be buying and selling stocks of NBA players. So essentially guys that, you think are going to take like this massive leap, and guys that you think are going to take these massive falls, we're going to call them out today. We're going to state our fandom and our hatred now. And, we'll give that to you guys in the later part of the episode. This week, we're obviously doing 15 players that we are buying stock in. And then over next week in episode 83, we're going to do players that we're going to sell stock in. We're at that point in the season when there's really nothing going on. It's just the start. We need some episode ideas. And I think this is a pretty good one. Yeah. So, boys, it's obviously episode 82. The Nets are still winless. How you boys doing today?
I'm chilling.
We're good. I mean, yeah. He's not wrong. His Jets just depleted their entire team. But it's another rebuild for him. He'll be fine.
If you weren't here with us for the rebuild, then you better not be here. You better stick with us for the rebuild. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
So
Listen, my Knicks have been, I don't even know what to say right now.
Garbo.
It's going to be a rough year from looking at what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Karl Anthony Towns might be the worst defender I've ever seen.
Cat is the biggest issue we have on this team right now.
Well, he just went off against the Wizards.
Yeah, but everybody else was completely crap.
Listen to the team you said.
Okay.
The Wizards,
yeah.
Exactly.
Because Wizards look decent.
Right, but they're not like a playoff team.
They're not a playoff team.
The problem with Cat's usage being so high is that everybody else's usage and efficiency goes rock bottom. Brunson was awful in that Wizards game.
Yeah.
OG was all right.
I mean, yeah,
OG put up his 20.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think
We'll
Mike Brown with Cat is not working. I think Giannis is going to come sooner rather than later.
It looks like Giannis is probably going to stay based on how good the Bucks look.
Damn
Bucks look good, bro.
So
it's okay.
Giannis is not going anywhere.
We're going to ride.
Yo, all I'm saying, bro, we got that 2027 first. We got that 2029 first. We got that 2031 first. We got that 2028 swap. We might be 0-7 right now, but just you wait. Just you wait.
In 7 years, they're going to be 7-0.
In 7 years, we're going to be 7-0 and then lose our next 7. That's just how it goes. But I'm actually more happy with this tank because we Jordy-proofed the roster. That roster was so good last year for a tanking team, and he got those boys hooping early.
Yeah.
We're 0-7 right now, and Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. look fantastic. This has been the.
They look good to you?
Michael Porter Jr. is leading the team in assists per game.
That's insane.
And
yeah.
Cam
That's why they're losing.
Cam is going to get moved. We know probably the deadline.
Probably,
depends.
yeah.
MPJ will stay.
I'm very happy with what I'm seeing with the team.
The whole rest of their team is just Nick Claxton.
Yeah, Nick Claxton's a good player.
Yeah, he is. But, shout out the Brooklyn Nets. We obviously won't talk about the Brooklyn Nets very much because they are quite dog. But obviously, we got a really fun show planned for y'all today outside of the players we're going to be buying stock in. The surprise segment returns. Team Spotlight returns. And obviously, we have a major news story to get into in the first segment. But before we get into that, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, get us to 9,000 subs by Christmas Day. We just hit 8,300 yesterday, so we're under 700 subscribers away from doing that, which means we're under 1,700 away from the big boy, 10K subs. The goal is to get there before the 1-year anniversary, which is I think March 13th, which is also the day our 100th episode is going to drop, which is pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool how it lined up.
Exactly. So the fact that we had to do a second attempt of our first episode is the reason why. So
Well, there you go.
Got it.
Things happen for a reason.
Yes, sir. Yes, they do.
Obviously, hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we upload, which is every day. Obviously, if you're on Spotify audio platforms, give us 5 stars, leave a review, answer the polls, all that good stuff. Follow our socials down in the description below. Personal ones are on the screen right now. Get my guy Giovanni to 1 million Instagram followers. Also, join the Discord server. It's in our pinned comment section below. And obviously, it's also in the description. And we're going to be streaming soon. I think we're going to try and aim for Tuesday. We've had some scheduling conflicts and stuff like that, but we'll try and work this out for this Tuesday to stream at around I don't want to say the 2 numbers together, but 6 o'clock or the number after 6 o'clock p.m. And obviously, like I said, we're going to do our first 45 minutes to an hour of news/random fun content. Boys, do we have anything else to say before we dive into the first segment?
I got a whoop.
No.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's move on.
Nobody asked.
Into the first segment we go, boys. We just cannot seem to escape any of these like major controversial news stories involving the NBA, the coaches, the players, the FBI, the mafia. I mean, there's just so much going on. You know, obviously, the NBA actually met today with
I saw that.
with Congress in Washington to talk about the situation. So once we have more details on that, we'll talk about that at a later date. We just want to have all the information at our ready, so we're not saying the wrong thing. So if you guys want to go check out our segment on the gambling mafia scandal, the link to episode 81 is down in the description below. Go watch it. There's also a segment that we'll link below as well that you guys are absolutely loving. I think the thumbnail looks fire too.
Yeah.
So
Looking good.
anyways, we have another insanely controversial, drama-filled story. And it involves our good friend, Ja Morant, the J.A. Morant dude.
Yeah.
We're going to put a tweet on the screen from Shams Charania saying, Memphis Grizzlies star Ja Morant has been suspended 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team. Shams went on to tweet his tweet saying, suspension comes as a result of Grizzlies coach Thomas Isalo challenging Morant's leadership and effort in a post-game exchange after the loss of the Lakers on Friday night, which I believe was the NBA Cup opener, correct? Okay. To which Morant responded in a tone deemed inappropriate, sources said. So, obviously, we know Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies have not necessarily seen eye to eye since the relationship started back in 2019, and also him in the NBA. We obviously all know putting the weapon and the firearm on Instagram Live and everything of that nature led to the first main suspension and all of that stuff. And, you know, combining all of that with the injuries that he suffered, he had literally when he came back from that suspension, he had, I think he played like 2 or 3 games and then hurt his shoulder and was out for the rest of the season. So it's been a very unlucky start for Ja Morant. And to me, like this happening again, it's almost reminding me of when Kyrie got suspended for putting that documentary on his Twitter from Amazon that led to that suspension. And, you know, 4 months later, Kyrie requested out. Now, Ja's not in a contract year, so that's not really a concern for him right now. But we're in a situation right now where the relationship does not seem very good at all. We're going to put another tweet on the screen from Legion Hoops saying that Ja Morant says he doesn't have his usual joy right now. And when asked when asked what can get it back, he said, we'll see. So not what you really want to hear from your star franchise player like this. We obviously know the Grizzlies are committed to building a team around Ja Morant, around Jaren Jackson Jr. But things like this seem like a big bump in the road that could potentially lead to a trade request down the line. So we're going to start with you, Antoine. What do you get from this specific suspension? What does this mean for Ja and the Grizzlies moving forward?
You know, I find it just kind of, I mean, we're not in the locker room, but I feel like, you know, coaches and players get into it in the locker room after games when losses happen. And, like, again, we don't see it because there's no cameras in the locker room.
Right.
I don't know how far Ja went or Isalo went even in this case to lead to a suspension. If it was even warranted, who knows? But clearly they're siding with the coach more than Ja, which I feel like Ja would not be pleased with, of course. Because I feel like Isalo, I did rank him fairly like a little high on my list, but I don't think Isalo was the right guy to bring back, honestly.
Yeah.
They should have did a coaching search and found somebody. Taylor Jenkins is still out there still, I mean, but they could have found someone, you know, different, because I feel like Isalo didn't do much last year coming in. Again, it was mid-season, you know, you're working through a lot of the issues. But I think Ja's days are numbered. I really do. I think he's going to, I know Zach Kleiman said in the offseason they're not going to trade Ja, but I think if this losing keeps going and we don't see Ja's performances on the court and some frustrations, and if things like this happen again, I think he could lead to requesting out or a surprise trade from Zach Kleiman himself, just to finally, I guess, close the door, because right now I don't see any, I guess, light coming from both sides right now. I feel like they're both frustrated with each other. And unfortunately, if the product on the court that you're putting on is not helping the team, you got to cut ties. And as much as it hurts because it's Ja Morant, it's similar to like a Luka thing because you don't want to trade him.
Right.
Because he can go to a team that's going to, mold around him and have a nice philosophy around, and he could turn into one of the best players we've seen on the planet.
Right.
Because we know how great he is and how much of, coming out of college, we loved him. And we're waiting for him to finally come back from suspension and injuries to be like one of the best high flyers we've seen in this league as a point guard. And we haven't seen that.
No.
And I think for his sake and for his career, if he needs to make the decision to request out, he should do it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean it's really unfortunate because like I think what's concerning with Ja Morant, it's obviously we know the off the court stuff happened like and everything of that nature, but the product on the floor, he's regressing. And he's 26.
Yeah, it's
like
does not look good.
That can't happen. He had like 52 points in a game like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you want to know what he did the other night? 8 points, 7 assists.
Yeah,
that's not acceptable for your franchise player. And you can't have that. He played 31 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like I understand if you only played in the first quarter and you went off with an injury or whatever, but that can't happen. No. And we obviously know that one of the main reasons why Taylor Jenkins got fired was because he wasn't running the offense through Ja Morant. They were just spamming pick and rolls with Jaren Jackson. And it was kind of working until the end of the season when everyone got hurt. But, running the offense through Ja Morant was their bread and butter. That's what got them into the playoffs. That's what got them the 2 seed in 2023. They haven't returned to that since. And it seems to me, looking back on it now, was that Dylan Brooks was one of the biggest scapegoats we've ever seen for any NBA team. Mm-hmm. Because he clearly wasn't the problem. Not whatsoever.
He actually was a part of the solution. Not the solution, but that's part of why they were good.
Exactly. But because obviously he's the flamboyant trash talker and the guy that's always trying to get in LeBron's head and whoever, all the blame went on him. Yep. Did he play great? No. But, at the end of the day, his role is really like needed on this team, especially now that Desmond Bane is gone too. You're missing that piece. KCP's not going to replace that. Not whatsoever.
Not at this age.
Like credit to Jokic, man. He's doing God's work, making him look that good.
Yeah.
But it's just really complicated now where this team is headed. If we look back to last March, the Grizzlies were second in the West. They looked good. And then in that month alone, they fell all the way down to 8 and nearly got bounced from the play-in. Mm-hmm. So that's, I guess, the problem. Thomas Isalo just felt like a lateral move of the same thing. And that's exactly what's happening. And that's why Ja Morant is frustrated, and rightfully so. Yeah. Because when you're only taking 14 shots in 31 minutes, when you're Ja Morant, you can't have that. Ja Morant needs to be taking the most shots on the team. He's had 2 games.
Isn't that his own fault?
Well,
how can that be Thomas Isalo's fault?
Because that's the offense they're running. They're forcing everything through Triple J. There's been 2 games this season where he shot 20 shots or more. Everything else has been way under that. Mm-hmm. So there needs to be a group discussion with this. They need to find common ground because whatever's going on is not working. Because it's either going to result in Thomas Isalo losing his job or Ja Morant leaving the team.
Yeah. What's their record right now?
The Grizzlies are, I believe,
it's only 6 games.
It's only 6 games in,
right? Yeah. But what are they
2
losing?
2 and 4, or 3 and 4?
They are 2 and 5.
2 and 5. Yeah.
2 and 5. Their only wins came against the winless Pelicans and a winless Indiana.
Yeah.
So it's not looking good.
Yeah, and I think Memphis has a huge problem a huger roster construction problem compared to Ja because KCP has turned into a completely different player outside of Denver, and totally just a shell of himself. You don't know what to do with that. Orlando moved off from him at the right time. Jalen Wells is not looking like he did last year. Triple J is trying his best. Zach Edey's injured.
The only bright spot is the rookie.
Yeah, Cedric Howard.
Yeah.
It's the only bright spot.
And their bench is decent, but is Ty Jerome? I feel like is Ty Jerome playing or is he injured?
Hurt.
Yeah, Ty Jerome hasn't been played this year at all either.
He's out for a while. I think he's got a pretty bad injury.
They have a whole roster construction problem right now with this team, and on paper they have players that are really good role players. The stars we mentioned, of course, something's just not working.
Well,
that's the biggest thing.
I wanna address what Thomas Isalo said. He mentioned that Ja Morant is not a good leader. He said something around those.
He was
those lines.
challenging his leadership.
Challenging his leadership. So is there any weight to that statement? Like, what do we think based on what we know as fans of the NBA? Does that statement hold any weight for us?
I mean, it could. It really just depends on how you view Ja Morant, essentially. Like, there's so many different types of leaders in the NBA where, you got guys like, I'm trying to think of an example. Guys that will be very vocal and will always, speak their mind to whoever, whether that could be, someone like Chris Paul off the bench when he was in San Antonio last year, or someone like, I don't know, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown kind of talking to their guys and whatnot. Or you got guys like Jokic who talks every now and then, but mainly just leads by example. Guys like Kevin Durant who lead by example with their product on the floor and stuff like that. We don't know what Ja's doing because he's not really too vocal all the time, but he's also clearly this season not leading by example. But I like Ja Morant. I think he's a fantastic player, and I do think he's capable of being a fantastic leader. I think right now the team is in such a sticky situation with an inexperienced coach. There's just no joy right now with how they're playing. I mean, they stink right now, for lack of better terms. Your only 2 wins came against teams that didn't have any. So if that has to stand for something, doesn't it? I mean, the teams you lost to, Miami's better than them. Golden State's better than them. The Lakers are better than them. Toronto's better than them. And Detroit's better than them. So if you want to compete with these teams, if you really want to succeed, something's got to change. And I think it needs to come from both sides. I do think the Grizzlies and Toumani Camara need to figure out a solution that's best for the team and Ja Morant. And Ja Morant also needs to buy into the system that was working. I think it goes both ways. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, when it comes the whole the leadership thing, I don't know if we have seen Ja Morant ever as a leader on this team. I mean, the only way he was leading was points per game.
Right.
But in terms of leadership ability, I don't know. And maybe Asalo has a point when he says that he needs to be a better leader. You know what I mean? So maybe I don't know. I just don't know, right? But at the end of the day, I think the question is because look, Fetty, shout out to Fetty. He just sent me a message saying that he could potentially be going elsewhere.
Well, yeah, there's odds for teams that are going to trade.
Yeah.
And so what I think is going to happen is I'm going to side with Fetty here. I think he might be a Raptor.
Well,
listen, Toronto's a nice place.
The two teams
is a good place for him.
The 2 teams that are reportedly monitoring the Grizzlies situation are the Toronto Raptors and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
This could be a good chance for the Memphis Grizzlies to buy low on Rob Dillingham. And Ja Morant
100%.
goes to play with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle.
100%.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
The Raptors might be a little bit tougher because they might not have the draft capital for it. And
they got the players for it.
They definitely have the players for it. It's just a matter of, if you're Memphis, what do you want? Now, we know what Memphis wants. They don't want to trade him. They want to keep him.
Yeah.
I highly doubt he's going to get moved. I very much doubt it. It would take Ja getting...
if Ja's unhappy, anything could happen.
Exactly. But if Ja's unhappy, I still don't see him requesting out anytime soon.
Okay.
Obviously, that can change. I think this season, at some point, he will figure this out. The team will figure this out. And I do think they'll wind up moving on from Toumani Camara at some point, whether it's this season or in the summer.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they're gonna look for a coach that Ja Morant is comfortable with.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to bring out the best in him, run the offense through him, because that's when the team's at their best.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think when Ja's playing well, you'll see the leadership qualities come out.
Right.
I think
the
that's
thing
the
is,
thing.
if you're a real leader, you're going to be a leader through the losses and through the wins.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what Thomas Asalo is challenging. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell about that whole situation. So.
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking off Tyler, if they trade him to Minnesota, it's in the same conference. I don't think they would like that.
And guess what?
So-
Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant would be insane.
Toronto looks a lot easier because that's East. You're
Yeah.
not going to be playing them as much.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Um,
teams do
know.
trade, like the Suns traded Kevin Durant in conference,
Yeah, that's true.
the Nets traded James Harden in conference, it happens.
Yeah.
If Giannis goes to the Knicks, that'll be in conference.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Ja's splits this year. His first game was phenomenal, but
What'd
that was
he do?
against the Pels. He had 35 with
Okay.
13 of 20 shooting. After that, the shooting splits have been
Bad.
horrendous.
I mean, just even looking
Horrendous.
at his on-off stats on cleaning the glass, just 2 seasons ago, he was plus 27 in expected wins, which was the 96th percentile.
Wow.
This season, plus 5, 24th percentile. Even the season before that, it dropped. It was at 54%.
Yeah, that's not.
So
I wonder if he's playing hurt.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
He doesn't look like the same Ja we saw from a few years
I think he's
ago.
just unmotivated.
And you think it's a system issue?
I think he's
You
unmotivated.
think, it's an emotional issue?
I think it's both, because I think the system is causing him to lose his joy for basketball.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
if you're not being used correctly and you're suffering with your play on the court, why would you be happy? That's kind of how it is. I think the Grizzlies are trying to figure this out. Everyone's hurt, so they're just not winning games.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I totally feel for both sides because I understand the frustrations with the coach, and I totally understand the frustrations with Ja Morant.
Yeah.
That's just, it's basketball, it's a business.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Right.
And clearly whatever he said must have been very bad considering it resulted in another suspension. So
Yeah.
this is part 2 of this. This is just like what happened with Jimmy Butler last season with his numerous suspensions.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot that goes into it. And obviously, you know, we'll see if the Grizzlies can figure this out, man.
I want the Grizzlies to figure it out because I want to see Ja Morant be one of the best players in the NBA again. When he's great, the NBA is more fun to watch.
That is very true.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, it really just is an unfortunate situation what happened to that 2019 draft class. One of them, like probably the one of the clearest top threes we've ever had, and all three have shown the capabilities of being all-star caliber players, and they all just keep coming up short. We all know the injury history with Zion. RJ Barrett just never got to that all-star leap yet.
Nope.
He's had spurts where he's been that good.
He's been very good with the Raptors this year.
He's been very good this season, but we haven't really seen these guys take that true leap yet.
No.
And we're waiting. I think Ja's got that still in him. It's just he's got to find that drive, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts on the Ja situation? Where do you think he's going to go if he gets traded? Let us know if you think he's going to stay and whatnot. And boys, do we have any sort of final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns before we get into the next segment?
Let's go.
Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a very long hiatus, Tyler's team spotlight has returned. So obviously last week we did the player spotlight on Victor Wembanyama because, I mean, come on, bro's playing out of his damn mind. Outside of that Suns game, he is having probably the most perfect season anyone could have a start to. So if you want to go check that out, like I said, link to the episode before is down in the description below. Go watch it. The team spotlight is pretty much the same thing. Basically, my spotlight segment is basically shining a light on a player or a team that is either playing very good or playing extremely bad. The media just won't talk about. And, outside of the Wemby case, that is usually what we do. And I fully was set on talking about the New Orleans Pelicans. But everyone's been talking about them, and they just got their first win the other day. And I guess just for quick context, they started out the season like 0-6, 0-7, and, they looked really bad. Can't get anything going. They can't run their sets properly. Everything just looks like a total nightmare. And it all culminated beforehand when Joe Dumars traded away their unprotected first-round pick next year to the Atlanta Hawks, and also trading away Indiana's unprotected first-round pick to them so they can tank. And they did that before the Halliburton injury, which makes it even more unfortunate. Yeah. So that's why the Pacers will likely tank this year and everything of that nature. However, today, rather than talking about the team that everyone was going to be talking about at the foot of the league, we're going to be talking about a team that has gotten off to a very surprisingly incredible start. And no, Gia, we are not talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't get me wrong. They look great. But they just lost to a team that is better. And we're talking about the Chicago Bulls. My goodness gracious, what a start this team has had.
Yeah.
They started out the season, I think it was 5-0 or 6-0. And I think it was 5-0.
5-0.
And they look so damn good. It's unreal. The offense is free-flowing. The defense looks good. It looks better. I got some numbers for you. Please. So in their first 7 games this season, because they're 6-1 right now, they just had a big win against Philly. They were down by 20, came back. Vucevic had a game-winning 3 in the corner.
Crazy.
Josh Giddey had another triple-double. It was outstanding. So this season, in these first 7 games, the Bulls are 7th in offensive rating. They're 11th in defensive rating, which combines to about, I think, 6th in net rating. It's either 6th or 8th. Last year, they also did this, by the way, they're a top 10 team in pace. I think they're 9th. Last season, they were the 2nd or 3rd worst offense in the NBA. Couldn't get anything generating. It was terrible. And they had the 15th best defense. They were pretty much as mid as it can get. So an awful offense to a mid defense. And that all culminated with a 5th bottom net rating in the league, minus 6.6. They've gotten that up to plus 4.7. So you've gone from the worst defense and the worst offense in the league to one of the best offenses in the league, and a mid defense to a good defense hasn't really been a big increase because you really didn't need it to.
Right.
And the shooting is just incredible because last year they got off to this horrible start, being first in pace through the first 7 games of the season, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
And this season, they're tied for 2nd in the league in 3-point percentage as
Wow.
a team. They're shooting 40%, over 40% as a team.
And this is all without, what's his name?
Kobe White.
Kobe White's not even back yet.
Yep.
Dude. Ayo Dosunmu's injured. This is crazy.
Can I say why this is happening?
Well, let me finish
All right,
this, and then
finish
we'll
your
get to
point,
it.
yes.
Yes. So tied for second in 3-point percentage. Through the first 7 games last season, they were 9th at 36.9%. So they've gotten themselves a little bit better. In effective field goal percentage, last year they were 20th in the league. This year they're up to 6th. It's absolutely insanity. So do you want to say why before I get to the players?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Obviously, Josh Giddey. Big fan of Josh Giddey. We know that. If you guys watch the show, I'm a big Josh Giddey guy. I'm also a big Matas Buzelis guy.
Yes.
I'm a huge Matas Buzelis guy. Even before he even got minutes, I've been trying to tell these guys about Matas. He's a great player. He's part of the reason why they're having such a successful season so far. And then finally, Billy freaking Donovan.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? Because whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Dude, he's eating.
Come on, bro.
Like-
And you guys are clowning me about where I placed Billy D on my list. I'm like, the dude's a good coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a good coach. So, anyways, I rest my case, Tyler.
Well,
Keep going.
speaking of Josh Giddey, let's talk about Josh Giddey.
Please.
This season, through the first 7 games, he is averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, 9.1 assists, 1.9 threes made per game. So basically 2 threes per game. His shooting splits are, hold on, I accidentally shrunk the page. Shooting splits, just under 50% from the field, 42% from 3.
Wow.
75% from the free throw line. He'll work on that. It'll get better over time. But, I mean, one of his weaknesses coming in was his 3-point shot when he was on OKC. He's improved that a lot going forward. And honestly, credit to the OKC development team because we now have a sample size of this. Lou Dort is the main example. And now Josh Giddey's starting to become a better shooter from 3. It's super impressive. And also shout out to Aaron Gordon, too, because why not? I mean, that dude's just insane for no reason from 3. But he's not the only one. And you forgot to mention the other man of the hour, and that's Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah.
This season, he is averaging 19 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 58% from the field,
Yeah.
48% from 3, 84% from the free throw line on just over 32 minutes a game.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And talk about Trey Jones. We were clowning them for that trade. He's shooting 60% from 3. 6-0 from 3. He's been one of the biggest fantasy point getters in the NBA right now. It's nuts. He's like the top free agent in our league, which is quite insane. And, Josh Giddey as well became the first Chicago Bull since Michael Jordan to record back-to-back triple doubles. Talk about elite company. That you can't get any more insane with
D
that.
Rose is not even in that company.
We're also going to put a tweet on the screen from Ross Pins saying Josh Giddey is currently leading the NBA in assist points created. He's second in passes made and 4th in total assists.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's also 8th in transition points and is the league leader of rebounds amongst guards, the ideal point guard for Billy Donovan's fast-paced offense. And look, it might be an Aussie thing because I know he sucks now. I know he didn't play very much, but you remember Ben Simmons, especially on both the Nets, the Clippers, and the Sixers. As soon as he gets the ball, outlet pass, run down the court. I watched every single sweat drop of that game last night against Philly. That's exactly what Josh Giddey was doing. He was pushing the pace from start to finish. And that's so important because so many teams play so damn slow.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating, but it works. It's hard when you have a fast-paced team and it works. The
Yeah.
Pacers are a very big outlier of that because it works all the time. Because they have a good point guard. And Gio, you know this. Every good functioning team has a good what?
Point guard.
Exactly. A good point guard is the whole hub of that offense. And I think I have one more stat thing here. And this is I guess something we'll talk about. Oh, wait, no, I found it. So more on Josh Giddey. This is a tweet from Keith Smith. You guys should probably know who Keith Smith is. He's pretty notable in the NBA community. Saying last season, Josh Giddey took 27% of his shots at the rim and hit 58% of them. That's, it's not bad. I think he could do more. This season, Giddey's at 30.8% of his shots at the rim, and he's making 70% of them. That's insane.
Yeah.
And the way we've seen him develop throughout his time in OKC was good that first 2 years. And then obviously the situations happened where it got in his head and things off the court and didn't play very well. Got moved to Chicago, started going through the retooling process there. And he made a $100 million contract, and this team looks pretty good now. And look, they have their big tests coming up now, right? You beat the Philadelphia 76ers. They're likely going to be a playoff team, so it's a good test for them. They've only played one West team. Listen to their next few games. They're playing the Bucks, then the Cavs, then they play the Spurs, then they play the Pistons, Jazz, Nuggets, and Blazers.
Yeah, it's tough.
Tough schedule. So that'll be a big test to see what the Bulls are actually made of and, kind of what they can do from there. But that's basically all the notes and statistics that I personally have for the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to throw the floor over to Antoine because the Knicks, I believe, they split with the Bulls in those back-to-back games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You obviously seen what they're made of. Just talk about the Bulls. What have been your thoughts on this season for them?
Well, I didn't see the whole NBA Cup game, but I did watch the second game. And the things that I got from them, and they also didn't have Vooch, and that was their only loss to us. A little thing on Vooch, we always said, why isn't this guy traded? And we always come back to the point is that the center depth in this league is horrendous. Now we understand why he's still there. Because you need him. And clear as day that he's, again, a player that has not regressed at all. Like, Vooch has always been there. I don't think Vooch has regressed at all.
He's coming back. It's
He's coming back.
Well, that's the thing. Because he had his All-Star season in Orlando, and then he got traded. Looked decent that first year, and then he was terrible last year.
Yeah, he was bad.
But looks like he lost weight. Like, he's moving so much better.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, there's no way Vooch is getting moved. Giddey. I mean, from the game of the Knicks, I saw
What's the eye test on Giddey? What are you seeing?
Just confidence.
Yeah.
Gets paid, knows he's there long term, buying into Billy's system. And I'm even Ayo was injured as well. Kevin Huerter looks like he's getting back into what he was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Jalen Smith and Patrick Williams, my God, I've never seen them so confident in their lives shooting 3-pointers.
Yeah,
exactly.
Pat Will and Jalen Smith are letting it fly from 3 and everything is going in.
Yeah.
I mean, we know they signed Pat Will to a big contract and he was like one of their top picks. He's coming off the bench now, but again, making shots when it's important.
Can I tell you why?
Jalen Smith, same thing with him. Another backup center that was a top 10 pick, got exiled out of Phoenix and in Indiana. Mm-hmm. Now finds a spot in Chicago. And he's the backup center.
That's the thing. Opportunities. Like, look at the injuries they have. Kobe White's out. Ayo Dosunmu's out. Zach Collins is out. Those guys would be getting minutes over guys like Jalen Smith, over guys like Trey Jones even. So that's the other thing. And, like, the fact that Kobe White is not back.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Now, here's the thing. I hope when Kobe White comes back, even though he's a great player, I hope they run the offense through Giddey. Let me tell you why. Mm-hmm. Because Giddey is, like you said, Tyler, to your point, he gets the ball and he passes it instantly. Like, he's passing to the open guy constantly. And what is that doing? That's getting those guys that normally don't touch the ball, that's getting them locked into the game. It's getting them involved into the game so they're invested not only on defense, but also on offense. Yeah. If you're locked in on offense, you're going to be locked in on defense too. It's both sides, right?
Right.
So that's what it's doing. He's helping his teammates to be better while also being an all-star caliber player himself. Mm-hmm. That puts him in conversations with guys like Luka, with guys like, Tyrese Halliburton, those types of guys who get their teammates involved and put up the stats themselves. He is the next generation.
Yeah, and another thing too, like, we knew they had the Levine, DeRozan, Lonzo Ball experiment. We were waiting for that to get broken up. The last remaining piece that just got moved this past offseason was Lonzo. Mm-hmm. Now every piece is gone, and now you have this. Maybe it's a Lonzo Ball curse type of thing. Any team he goes to, they're horrendous and can't get out of purgatory. Because look at Cleveland now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're frauds.
Well, they just have injuries. But yeah, they're getting Garland back.
Listen, that core they tried is completely gone. It's their own core now, and again, it looks great. And like, I know Noah Sengun they drafted high. He hasn't been playing as much. Well, that's a project.
Can we talk about Matas, please? He's looking like a young KD right now.
He's looking phenomenal.
He's looking like a young Kevin Durant.
He's looking good, but there's like 5 players on this team playing better. That's the craziest thing.
But man, I love Matas.
The role players they have on his team, I said Pat Will, I said Jalen Smith. Okoro's been okay. Huerter looks like he's getting back to Atlanta form where he was knocking down threes left and right. Trey Jones, Tyus's brother, is looking a lot better than he is right now. Ayo, we always talked about Ayo being a prototypical guy that should get moved to a contender, but again, fits this team very well.
He dropped 27 the other night.
Yeah.
Vooch is not going anywhere. We know Giddey and Matas are not going anywhere. They have a core. I mean, we did say preseason that they have guys.
Yeah.
Issue we have is that, Billy D's come back, what's going to happen, and just if they can form a somewhat decent just season overall with all these guys, seeing Matas and Giddey improve. Giddey right now is MIP in my opinion, as of right now.
Oh, I don't think it's close by any means,
Yeah.
unless they're gonna call Wemby being an MVP candidate most improved, because right now
No.
the odds are favored for him to win MVP, DPOY, and MIP.
That's ridiculous.
So if that happens, that would be just insane, considering he was already like all NBA beforehand.
I think MIP right now, I would put Giddey and Keyonte George over.
Yeah, I would
Wemby.
say I would personally would say so, but it's again
Yeah.
we're not the ones that vote.
Yeah.
But the thing with Chicago, it's like we obviously know teams get off to incredible starts, and we always say there's one team in one conference that just surpasses expectations. Happens every season. Can the Bulls be that team? I think they can, but it's early. We're 7 games in.
Yeah.
Teams regress to the mean, and they're not going to, like, Trey Jones is not going to shoot 60% from 3 the whole season. He's going to have a fall off period to get back to where he should be.
Yeah.
And it's really just a matter of how do the Bulls weather that storm, because we know how good they're playing right now, but that won't last. That's not what's going to happen. So I'm more curious to see how they operate as we get further into the season, because I know they won yesterday, but they were down by 22 against the Sixers. That can't happen. 24. Now, the good thing with Kobe White is that he can play well off ball. That works because Josh Giddey is the primary playmaker and he needs to be the primary playmaker. The offense needs to run through both of them simultaneously. Think of it kind of like, I don't know, think of it as Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey, except Cade is a better scorer than Josh Giddey, where Jaden Ivey can play well off ball. Dyson Daniels can play off ball well with Trey Young. So if Kobe White's not running the point, that takes so much pressure off of him. It won't clog the offense from flowing.
Right.
That way, Josh Giddey can be on ball, and he poses a threat to pretty much everyone else, because we saw yesterday he could easily just drive his ass into the paint, put up a floater or a layup. He's bigger than everybody. Plus-size point guards are a luxury in the NBA. So that it works. And I think defensively, I think they can hold their own just fine. It's not much different from last season. It's just that you're relying more on teamwork. Last year, you really had a lot of, pressure on the shoulders of guys like Zach LaVine in the season before with DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball and whatnot. Like, this is actually a good functioning team now. I feel like they're a team full of good playmakers, great slashers, good defenders. The future looks promising for the Chicago Bulls. I really firmly believe that.
Yeah,
And my question is, to close the segment, based on what you saw in these first 7 games, knowing that a regression is coming, what is the realistic ceiling for this team? And where do you think they'll reach in the playoffs if they make it?
I said play-in. I would say high play-in.
That's your ceiling?
No, just the end of the season, high play-in.
No, but what's their ceiling?
Oh, I think first round. First round exit.
That's
They
it?
get through the play-in, first round, and they're out.
Yeah, it's interesting with the playoffs in the East, because there's a lot of bad teams, but there's a lot of experienced teams.
They could get to a second round. It depends who they
I
play.
think second round.
But I could say first round exit.
I think they're really going to have to get a higher seed if they want to get into the second
I
round.
think they can get top 5
Oh, for sure.
in the
It's
East.
possible.
Top 4
It is
maybe.
possible.
I think
I think top 4.
I think their ceiling can be top 3 based on what we're seeing, because
It has to be consistency, though.
exactly. But to me, their ifs are not as bad as like a Philly,
Yeah.
because we know that Philly roster can fall apart in a second.
Could. It really could.
Yeah.
And that's really the thing. And, right now looking at them, Maxey's like the only consistent star caliber player. Like, Embiid's playing good, but he definitely looks like he's lost a few steps.
Oh,
Yes,
for sure.
he
So
definitely has,
that's obviously a big major thing. But if Giddey and Vooch keep playing like this, when Kobe
Scary.
White comes back, this team could be very good.
It can get scary.
So I think unless you're playing like a Cavs or a Knicks in the first round, which they could beat both of them, it'll obviously, questions will be asked. But if you get like a 3 seed and you're playing like a beat up Boston in the first round, you're easily winning that series.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it goes. I do think they are a ceiling first round team. I don't think they'll get a top 4 seed, but I think they'll definitely make the playoffs for sure.
They will.
So what do you think, Gio?
Yeah, I already said. I think their ceiling is second round,
Second round?
and I think their ceiling for the standings is top 4.
Fair enough. So yeah, who knew the Bulls would come out swinging like this? It's actually insane.
Yeah,
So-
it's been a surprise so far of the season.
It's been a pleasant
The whole
surprise
thing,
too.
yeah. Yeah, it has.
Because obviously we know since the Jordan era, this team's been yearning for some sort of success. I thought they had it with Rose and Noah and them, but injuries prevented that from happening. And then you went through that really awkward phase with DeRozan and Levine, and you made one playoff series and got gentlemen swept. They should have got swept, but they look really good. And we'll see what they can do. I'm happy for King of the fourth quarter. He's finally like enjoying life as a Bulls fan. So shout out to him. And boys, do we have any sort of final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns before we get into the surprise segment?
Let's go.
Into the next segment we go. Guys, another week, another surprise segment. You guys seem to love these. We enjoy doing them. So basically, like, I come in with some random idea, whether it's ranking players or grading jerseys and whatnot. If you guys do want to go check out the last one we did, we looked at NBA logo redesigns from a graphic designer named Michael Weinstein. Said his name right this time. So his link is still down in the description. Go watch it. Today, this is what we were going to do like last week, but considering we wanted to finish the logos, we wanted to finish it. So the NBA began the NBA Cup this season, as per usual, and each year they come in with their new courts for each team to make the tournament pop. And to make, casual basketball fans or potentially new basketball fans feel incentivized to watch it because it looks really cool. And each year they really don't disappoint with the courts. They really look sick. And this year, we're going to be reacting to them and rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. This week, we're going to do the East, and the next week in episode 83, we're going to do the West.
Got it.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've already seen all the courts. I have the graphics made. Yeah. They're incomplete right now for you guys, but for the actual edit on the show, they'll be all ready to go. So, boys, do we sort of have any questions, comments, concerns before we, dive right in?
Let's dive.
All right, y'all are not going to see this, but I have a big picture of Mr. Giovanni on the screen to just kind of a placeholder for them, just so I, don't reveal the first one.
That's the face when you see Jesus in public.
I think I'll be a little bit more happier than that.
Well, you're shocked. You're shocked first.
I guess.
Yeah, you're shocked first. And then you're happy.
Yeah.
So it's like when Russell Westbrook hits a half-court shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been playing great.
He's been looking good.
Dude, he hooped the other day.
He's been starting. He's
been playing great.
So he's been playing good. But lads, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go in alphabetical order. We got 15 of these to go through. We're going to start off with the very first team, the team that I picked to win the East this season, the Atlanta Hawks.
Ooh.
So they've gone for the all red. And obviously the theme of the center logo is going to be the text that's on either their jersey or their text version of their logo.
Yep.
But you can see on the background is the old Hawks logo from the 2000s and 2010s. Lads, what do we think?
I love
it. You know what? The Hawks, they're awesome every single time. I don't know. They just can't miss.
They don't.
The Hawks cannot miss.
Although,
do I have to rate this?
Yeah.
Bro, this might be a 10 out of 10.
Imagine if instead of with the text Atlanta, if it was a black outline instead.
Ooh.
That'd be sick.
That'd be a little better. Yeah.
But still, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, bro.
Giving us a 10.
Yeah.
I'll go 9.5.
Yeah,
I love the black outline of the court as well with the Hawk. Like, it's just so good.
Looks very fire. 10, I love the red on the Hawks on the baseline. It just pops.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I think it really looks cool because they've gone with sort of this like checkerboard design for all the courts where it's like different shades. I think the year before it was like the circles, and then the first year was like the red carpet, essentially. With this, because I don't like the text as much, I'm giving this a 9.7 out of 10. Almost perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's up there.
This is my favorite one
so far.
Yeah. It's the first one.
It might be one of your favorites once we're done with all 30 of these, but huge fan. And obviously each court is going to have the name of the arena on the top hand portion of your screen. Their motto or whatever is going to be on the bottom out of bounds. And then the NBA Cup trophy will be at half court and at both of the keys on both sides. So glad we got that out of the way. Ready to get into the next team.
Yes.
Wait, did you rate it, Antoine?
Yeah, 9.5.
Okay, good.
9.5.
We're heading into our second team number 2. Shout out to Kev. This is actually dropping the day after his birthday. So go wish Kev a happy birthday down in the comments. We got the Boston Celtics.
Oh, man.
So pretty similar to last year, very green. Obviously, we know the hardwood design that they have on their normal court at the TD Garden.
Yeah.
And what do we think, boys?
I like it. I don't think it's as detailed as Atlanta, obviously.
Yeah.
I would probably go 9 flat.
I mean, I really like the green.
Yeah, I like it too.
All the shades of green look really cool, and I think it kind of flows really nicely with the different direction of the lines. You got the nod to Bill Russell at the bottom with the number 6.
Yep.
Boston's one of those teams where they can stay corporate, and it actually still looks really nice. So for me, I'm probably going to give this a 9.3 out of 10. I like this a lot.
No, I like it too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's not doing it This is not doing it for me. And it's still going to get a good rating, 8.5. But
What's the reasoning?
the reasoning is, like you said, it's like too corporate. And
But it
I get
looks
it.
good,
They could get it does look good. And they can get away with it. That's why it's still an 8.5, which is a really good rating.
I guess that's fair.
But it's not the Atlanta Hawks. So
Yeah.
No, I mean the Hawks one. That's a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely going to skew the rating a bit.
I also like red a lot more than green. So
That is fair. But what I do like about Boston's is that since there's not as many letters as Atlanta, they can make
Yeah.
the text bigger, and they got the black outline. Just looks a lot cleaner.
okay.
So
Yeah.
shout out to the Boston Celtics. Ready to get into team number 3. All right, boys, we are getting ready to get into the best team in the NBA at a crisp and clean, hopefully 0-8 by the time this episode drops, the Brooklyn Nets. So very similar to what they did last year with this gray sort of design, and we have the arrows kind of going back and forth, kind of that chevron arrow with the Brooklyn font in the middle with the subway squares going down the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
If I'm being honest, it's hurting my eyes.
I'm not going to lie, same thing. It's kind of clashing.
Yeah, the grays are clashing because they're all different shades and the arrows are kind of like looking like they're going back and forth. I do like the subway design at the bottom though, like you said. That looks pretty nice.
It's
the
not
subway text.
It's for me. It's not even that the grays are clashing because they're not actually like that. It's the white font does not blend well at all. The Barclays blue does not.
Oh
really
yeah, the
mesh
Barclays
well.
blue does not mesh well.
I think that's really killing it for me, especially because the Brooklyn doesn't even look symmetrical on the court. So it's like it's tough. What do you
Yeah.
think, Gio?
I'm not a big fan. This is a 7 out of 10 for me.
That's
Maybe
actually
even a
pretty
6.
generous. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do
I
it.
would go 7. Yeah.
You're actually more generous than I am. I was giving this a 6.5. I'm just.
Okay. I mean, it's not far off, but
I like you have no idea how badly I want them to do a black court.
I'm just Can
Yeah.
they please?
Dude,
can
oh
they
my
please do
God.
that? Because gray never does it.
No, our normal court in gray looks fine.
Yeah, it
Just
does.
I
this
don't like
doesn't look
gray in any court. I just don't like it. It doesn't do it for me.
Like, dude, imagine.
I like wearing gray
Yeah.
on my clothing, but
Right.
playing on a court that's gray is ugly to me. I don't know.
It depends.
it depends. The coloring. It's
A black court would be so tough though.
Black court would be sick, or like
Yeah.
different shades of like black, charcoal, gray. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many options they can go with.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, imagine the black on the outline there. That would be. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Even a white court would look cool at this point.
Yeah, something else.
Like something that would be different.
yeah.
But I doubt this team will ever try and get outside the box anymore. But not so bad.
Boring.
Ready to get into the next team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we are turning up the color dial here. We are getting vibrant with the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
So we got the teal and the purple. Obviously, the Charlotte Hornets are all about the honeycomb design.
Yeah.
So they kind of got that as the textured pattern going across the checkerboard boxes, which I said before is the theme of the NBA Cup courts this year. They got their slogan at the bottom. And what do we think?
Okay. I like the colors. I feel like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, it's very busy.
A lot going on.
What's going on? It's not that bad.
The color of Charlotte, it doesn't look right with the court.
White would have been the right
Yeah.
choice, or the purple.
Yeah.
That's on the outline.
Those blues are not meshing well because that Charlotte coloring in the
like the
lettering
same color
is
almost.
it's not. It looks like it's a little off of the blues.
Yeah, it's like the same.
Yeah.
I would probably go. The purple looks great on the outside.
Oh, it looks amazing on the outside.
I would go. I said 7.5. I'll go 7.5.
7.5.
I'm gonna go 7 flat.
What I
That's only because the hive is alive is a cool little slogan they got
Yeah, it
there.
is.
What I don't like about the honeycomb design, like we saw with the arrows, it actually blended in well with the boxes. This just looks very separated from the boxes.
Yeah, a little bit.
It doesn't blend in well at all.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm probably going to give this. I think I'm going to give this a 7.5 as well.
Yeah.
I was going to give it an 8, but I think those very reasons are why it's going to be lower.
Yeah.
But I'm sure on the court it looks like in person it looks incredible.
Yeah, of course.
Probably, yeah. All of them probably.
feel like
do, to be
everything,
honest.
yeah.
Absolutely, except for maybe the yellow ones. It really depends on which
Yeah.
team you go
Indiana.
to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll get to
we'll look at-
Indiana's in a bit, and
Yeah,
we'll see for ourselves.
Yeah.
But shout out the Hornets.
Yeah.
Ready to get into the next team.
Let's do it.
All right, we just talked about them ad nauseum, the Chicago Bulls.
This is nice.
So going with the
Very
gray
nice
court.
one.
You literally just said you hate
yeah,
gray courts.
yeah.
But
Look,
this works.
this is different though.
Okay, so you got the gray court, the 4 stars on Chicago's flag, I believe that's what it is, and then you have the typical Bulls jersey font from whenever they started to now. Boys, what do we think?
Listen, I love the idea of the stars there. I love the idea of like the big red Chicago, and it really pops off the screen.
Yeah.
I love the "See Red" slogan they got there, the black outline. The only thing I don't love is the gray court. For that reason alone, it is an 8.
I mean, this is very elite for a gray court.
Very.
This
You
is.
ever notice, like, you watch, like, some of these, like, get ready with me fashion?
Yeah.
Yep.
People, they always wear, like, a very monochrome outfit, and they have that little pop of color in the shoes,
Yeah.
or maybe, like, it's the undershirt or, like, a
Yeah.
tie.
That's what
This is kind of what this is reminding me of. I love everything about this court. For a gray court, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think this is as bad as Brooklyn's because there's not as much going on. And I think the stars, the placement of them behind the trophy and Chicago does not take away from it. So it's not like everything's kind of all over the place.
Right.
I would probably go 9-2. 9-2 on this.
Yeah, this is probably
It's a nice one.
a peak gray court right here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to Brooklyn's, too, like, Brooklyn doesn't have that pop of color. They're literally just black, gray, and white.
Boring. Yeah.
So we would have to use our city edition or whatever to incorporate new colors. Chicago's got it made with this.
Yeah, they do.
And they could even include like the light blue from the Windy City vibe. You
Yep.
know, that would also
That
be
would
sick.
be interesting.
So not too bad. Ready to get into the next one.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we are going into Gio's favorite team of all time, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there's a lot going on here, but let me explain.
I know what's
so,
going on.
Obviously, we got the burgundy court. What you're noticing on the textured background is actually the V logo in the Cavs text font that they've used for a very long time. And it also almost kind of looks like the NBA Cup trophy too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it also resembles the net. So Antoine, what do we think about this?
I like it. It's not bad. I would probably go 8 flat, if I'm being honest. It's a good court. I feel like
pretty
there's
ugly.
something missing.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I love the outline, the black and the gold combined very nicely. My only criticism, I don't like how the Cleveland blends on half court.
Yeah,
The white
I do
and the,
see that.
The white and the gold doesn't really work. I think if you had a black outline to kind of give it some like layers and depth,
Yeah.
that would work. But for me, this isn't too bad at all. I would probably give this an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is about as good as the Cleveland Cavaliers are right now, which is not the greatest. So this is not the greatest. This is going to be a 6.5 in my book. And also, the "Let 'em know" slogan is kind of corny to me.
That's just because you hate the Cavs.
Yeah, maybe.
Like if Russell Westbrook signed with them, you would
Dude,
probably
be
be
10 out of 10.
glazing it
Yeah.
beyond belief.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like this one. Cleveland usually doesn't miss with their alternate city stuff. So the city edition jersey, which we'll hopefully grade soon, the leaked one looks really nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. How we doing on time?
I think like 12, 13 minutes.
Okay, not so bad.
Yeah.
Ready to get into the next team.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we are heading up to the Great Lakes with the Detroit Pistons. So we got a lot here. So obviously we got the blue base. We got is it the 3X3 or the 313? I think it's the area code in Detroit
think-
as the background. I don't remember exactly because the cup's covering it and I just don't remember.
Yeah.
And you have the cool graffiti text on the bottom with the blue and the red. Giovanni, as a fellow Cade Glazer. What do we think of this court?
You know, I actually like it. It's very different. The DET, the Detroit thing in the middle, is very different.
on
I'm
their-
not used to seeing.
It's on their statement jersey, the black one.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's probably then that's why.
Mhm.
But you know what? I'm not against it fully. I would love to see it in person to get a real idea of what this is. But I love the bottom of the court. Where what does it say?
In it for my city.
In it for my city. But I like the red and the blue right behind that, or right next to that slogan. I think I'll give this one a 8 flat.
This to me is like the good like way to use modernization with the NBA. I feel like it's like, it's new. It seems corporate, but it's actually like fresh.
Yeah, it
I
is.
really like the font they used with the DET and the Pistons on the baselines. I think the 313 is a really genius thing to use. Let me actually double check myself. I don't know if it's the 313.
Probably 3-1-3.
Where are you seeing it?
It is 313. So
Right on the
here on the thing.
basketball.
So there's a 1 behind the cup.
Okay.
So yeah, I believe 313 is what it is. Yes, that's correct. So I think that's the area code in Detroit.
Got
Yeah.
it.
We're all in debt.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
I really like it, and yes, we are. So
ET debt.
for me, I'm probably going to give this an 8.5. I think it would have been in the 9s if there was some more, more texture around the court.
Right, I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7-7.
7-7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not so
Not
bad.
6-7, no.
No,
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 7-7.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
no,
Seven.
Gio.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I'm waiting inevitably for the moment when Gio ranks a jersey 6.7 out of 10 or a
A
court.
court.
Court, yeah.
So it'll probably happen at some point.
It will.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
ready to get into the next one.
Yes.
let's go.
All right, we are heading to my championship darlings, the Indiana Pacers.
Oh.
So they did not go with the yellow.
I'm
It's on
happy.
the outside. So it's a navy blue court with their signature slogan "Boom Baby" behind it, and that's kind of really what it is. So boys, what do we think?
I think I kind of like it.
I don't know. I it's better than the last one we just saw. I'll go like 7-9.
No, it's not that much better.
It's 2 points better. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. This is probably the same. This is an 8 for me.
Yeah,
I think
don't like
the
it
yellow's
much.
look. Unpopular opinion. The yellow I actually like a little bit.
Really,
It looks a little
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I do like the yellow.
I like the way it meshes with the blue.
Yeah. I like that they went with the navy blue court, and I like the Boom Baby slogan. So this is an 8.
I mean, I like that they have it down here. It looks nice. I wish they incorporated "Yes, sirs" somewhere.
Ah.
That would have been cool. But I like how the ball kind of goes through the O's, just like in the Pacers logo goes through the P. I really like this. It's not perfect, but it's almost there. I'm going to give this an 8.8 out of 10. It's just missing that little something. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
I do like it. So shout out to the Pacers. We getting ready for the next team, boys.
Let's do it.
All right, boys. It's time for us to take our talents to South Beach. We're going to the Miami Heat. So it's not yellow. They kind of use like this orangey yellow thingy. It's kind of like almost like a cantaloupe color as the court. You got the Heat logo in the background.
I like that.
And you know Pat Riley had to incorporate himself. Pat Riley Court at Casilla Center. So no slogan at the bottom now.
I like this a lot.
I don't like this.
What?
Ooh, I want to see a good old-fashioned debate here between y'all.
I really.
What do you
don't
not like about this?
The colors do not match. The red and the orange do not work well, and then that black Heat symbol is just sticking out like a sore thumb.
Oh, on the baseline?
Yeah,
Like a sore thumb.
yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
No, look. I mean, I like.
You look just like it.
This is like a hardwood floor.
I don't like it
It almost
at
looks
all.
like a regular hardwood floor, and I love how it's like so like I don't know minimalistic ish.
It is, yeah.
With the Miami Heat logo in the background. It's just so cool to me. So I think this is like a 9.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what to rate it because I do think it meshes really nicely with the red. I like how you kind of have like this darkness on the outside,
Yeah.
kind of resembling like maybe the sunset and kind of going into the sunrise.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to get into my creative bag here. But I wish there could be a little bit more, maybe a little bit more black incorporated
Yes.
somewhere.
Say that.
I don't know exactly where, but I like it. It's good. I'm probably going to give this also a 9 out of 10.
No.
I think I like it better than Indiana's.
This is a 6.
A 6.
Set.
Yeah.
No.
6.
What?
6.
No.
6.6 out of 10.
You meant to say.
No, I'll go 6-5.
I thought you were
I don't
supposed to
like
say
it.
6,
Yeah.
7.
This is
Go ahead,
6-5.
Gio. You've been itching to do it. Just do it.
Nah. It's a 9 out of 10.
I don't like this at all. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's fair. It's, again, to each their own.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Anthony literally loves like navy, gray, black. Like you'll notice every time we're on the show, he's wearing the same color palette.
Yeah.
So every time you see a pop
Forest
of
green.
anything different, he's going to hate it.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Heat. We ready for the next team?
Yeah.
All right, boys. Thankfully, our eyes are going to get to relax because we're going to the Milwaukee Bucks. So we got the green, we got the Buck antlers on each side, kind of like what the Cavs did with their V. And you got the Fear of the Deer at the bottom.
This is fire.
Giovanni, what do we think?
Very nice.
Yeah, this is a 9.5 off the bat.
Really?
Yeah, I love the fear of the deer at the bottom. I love the black outline of the court. I love the green. I love how the green meshes with the gold. It's 9.5 out of 10.
One of the best colors, one of the most underrated colors a team can use is like an off-white cream.
Yeah.
And the Bucks have that luxury. Cream City's back for a reason.
Yeah.
My only criticism, I don't like the way the text looks. It looks a little bit crooked. The outline doesn't blend in with the trophy well at half court.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the way everything else looks.
What's
Maybe
crooked about it?
it just doesn't look like it's like you know how it just looks a little slanted.
Oh, it doesn't.
It looks a little bit like it's slanted. It's
I don't know.
because
Perfectly centered.
not all the letters. No, I'm not. It looks center on the court, but I'm talking about like it looks almost like it's tilted a little bit centered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because
Not
the way
though.
it's curved.
Just
I
because of
don't
the way
know.
the letters aren't the same shape and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I like it. I'm probably going to give this a 9.4 out of 10.
Okay.
I'll go 9-8.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll
I
go
think
9
that's your.
eights.
Is that higher than Atlanta for you?
My highest one, yeah. I like this one a lot.
More than Atlanta?
No, Atlanta.
Wait, what did I give Atlanta? 9.7?
I gave it
Yeah.
a 9.7. I think you gave it a 9.5.
Okay, wait. I'll give this a 9.4.
Oh, that's what he doesn't like it anymore.
No, I think
Fair.
Atlanta's the best one so far.
Atlanta's so hot.
Atlanta's is
9.4.
so. I mean, it is hot in Atlanta in the summer.
Yeah,
Hot,
give
they
it a
call it
9.4.
Hot Atlanta for a reason.
Atlanta.
So not too bad. Ready to get into the next team.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we are getting into the worst NBA team of all time, the New York Knicks.
10. This is a 10.
This is nice.
So
10.
we got a blue court with New York City. It's basically just Manhattan as kind of the backdrop at the bottom. And you got the Madison Square Garden on either side. So
10.
we already know what he thinks. Gio,
10.
what do you think about this
This
court?
is nice.
This
I
is-
can't even lie. I like
10.
it. Not a 10. It's a 9. I love the skyline in the back.
Oh, it's fire.
I love how it's minimalistic because it's the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Because they can get away with it because they're the Knicks. Yeah, this is a 9.
For me, it's like, as a Mets fan, I love the skyline because it's in our logo. This is really good. I think what I like about this specifically is that the New York at half court has an outline strong enough that it stands out in front of the trophy. My only criticism is that there's just not enough going on up here. It's just not doing it for me.
They
So
could have had like an ode to the Statue of Liberty.
or maybe just make this,
they
maybe
could've.
make the skyline just higher up. Like,
Also, like,
I like the way it is.
I feel like now looking at it's like it looks like it's at Madison Square Garden by Chase. Because Chase is just right under it. It's so
it
weird.
basically is.
I know Chase is their biggest sponsor they have.
For me, I'm probably going to give this a 9 out of 10.
Me too.
That's probably as high you'll see me
Alright,
rank
that's fine,
something
that's
of the
fine,
Knicks.
That's fine.
So, not so bad. Please don't cancel Gio.
Yeah.
But are we ready to get into the next team?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we are getting into the Orlando Magic. There's a lot going on.
This is interesting.
So we
It's not
got.
it.
So we obviously have. Let me explain. We have the gray court. We have the stars kind of going in and out, just like the one that replaces the A in their logo on the jerseys. And on the back, in the outline, it's the exact same design as their statement jersey, that new one with the blue and the black.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about this?
I don't know.
Got it.
There's a lot going on.
I like it. I'm not
And
gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
This might be a 6, 7 out of 10.
This is better than Miami. I'll go like a 6. I'll go 6-6.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just saw the blue and the black on the outline.
I just said
Did you
that.
say that?
I just said
Like,
that.
My
that's-
brain was
That's
elsewhere.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
the design of the statement.
Just
jersey.
because of that, it's not going to be a 6'7". Not
6'7".
7.
I'll go 6'9".
Nice.
I'll go 6'9".
Nice.
I'll give it a 7 flat.
I'm going to give this an 8.5. It would have been a 9, but the stars are a little much.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but everything else about this court is sick. It's really
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I like what they did, but I don't know. There's a lot going on.
I mean, understandable. It's, to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah. All right.
We only have 3 courts left. How we doing on time, boys?
I think we're at like 25 minutes.
All right, perfect. And
23.
perfect timing, too, because we're about to get into Gio's favorite team of all time,
Say that 3 times already.
the Philadelphia 76ers.
I like this. I actually like this.
We got the blue court with the red background, and we have the 13 stars representing the 13 colonies of the original United States flag. So, Gio, you said you like this?
I do. I love the font of the Fila.
Phila.
I like the stars. I know, Tyler, you don't like the stars.
This actually doesn't look awful.
Yeah.
I only just don't like it when there's
doesn't.
gray in front of it.
And then red never fails me. So, like, the red outline of the court is
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's-
Brotherly love is the slogan, of course.
Yeah.
The Sixers font, I like the Sixers font. This is a 9.2. 9.2 for me.
That's not bad.
I'll go 9-1.
I don't like this one as much because, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the stars. And the filla kind of doesn't blend well. It blends too much with the trophy. It doesn't
A
stand
little bit,
out.
yeah, a little bit.
So for me, I'm probably going to give this a 7.5.
All right, wow.
It's not bad. I'm not a huge fan. It's a little
Yeah.
plain for my
Okay.
liking.
Okay,
So,
fair.
not so bad. Ready to get into the next one.
Yeah.
The penultimate court. Shout out to our guy, Fetty. Fetty, I want you to get in the comments. Let us know what you think about this next
This is
one.
going to be fire.
We got the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we got
wow.
the red
Okay.
and the black background. What I love about this, it's not that you got the We the North everywhere on the court. If you look on the bottom, you got the Raptor claw going through the Canadian maple leaf on the flag.
That's
and
fire.
you have their coordinates on the bottom right.
Yeah.
So Antoine, what do we think of this one?
I think this is great. The Weed in the North does not take away from the court.
Yeah.
Good thing that Toronto is in black font, not in white. The black pops a lot
Yes.
more.
Yes.
This is close with Atlanta.
Might be better than
It's
Atlanta's.
up there.
I don't think it's better than Atlanta.
It's tough.
I would probably go 9-5.
That Atlanta Hawk,
Yeah,
was so fire.
I'll go 9-5.
this is up there, bro. I think I
Yeah.
might have to. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna go 9.3.
I give Atlanta a 9.7. This is really close. It's so tough because the Hawk looks cool. They don't have the Hawk, but they have the better font.
Yeah.
So I think I'm honestly just going to give it the same. I think this is also a 9.7 out of 10. I think Toronto
Okay.
cooked with
They
this.
did.
It
They
looks
did.
really
It's
nice.
awesome.
They did.
The red and the black.
Can I
looks
see
sick.
Atlanta's again so I can really compare?
I got to go all the way back. I'll fix it for the edit, but here's Atlanta's again. They're both
That's
really nice.
very nice.
That's
You
just
know what?
so good.
I'm changing it up. I like Toronto's. I'm giving it a 9.8.
Really?
Wow.
Toronto's getting a 9.8.
Dude,
Alright.
this Atlanta court is. When I saw it again, it's
Yeah,
just
Atlanta
even
one was
better.
beautiful.
it's
It's
even
tough.
better than when I saw it the first
Yeah,
time.
it's
I'm
good.
almost starting to cry. It's so good.
All right, for you, GM, I'll keep them the same, 9.7.
Okay, thank you.
So look, I took your 6 and I flipped it upside down.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
So there you go. And boys, we've reached the final team. Are we ready?
Yeah.
We are going to Gio's former favorite team of all time, the Washington Wizards.
Ugh.
So we got the red court. We have their old hand with the ball, with the nod to the Bullets logo. And pause, I get it. And then you got the blue background.
Too simple.
This is just
Boring.
boring as
simple.
hell, bro.
Very simple. Don't like it at all.
Boring.
This is the worst one.
It's about a 6.7.
This is like a 6.
You knew that was coming.
Don't funny, man.
You
Don't
knew that
funny.
was
Don't
coming.
funny. I'll go 6'5". No, 6'3". This is the lowest
6'3"?
6'3".
6 foot
No,
three.
I'm 6'2".
You're gonna be 5'10" at the end of this
Okay.
episode.
This is like, I want to talk about crap. Like, this is crap. This is the 14 and 62, whatever
This is
record we're
awful.
talking about. 14 and 68. For me, the navy blue is the only saving grace on the outskirts of this court. I am giving this a 5 out of 10 because this is the most okay thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So
Not it,
Whack.
it's very whack.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. That is the Eastern Conference NBA Cup courts for 2025. Tune in next week to episode 83, where we're going to do the West. And I'm not going to lie, boys, there's some hidden gems in there.
Yeah, because the colors are a lot more brighter.
Exactly.
Look out for the
so
Kings.
Do not look.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
look.
make sure to be surprised.
I'm not going to look. Hey.
And obviously, tune into NBA Cup games. I think they're Tuesdays and Fridays, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll see how the rest of that goes. The Knicks are 0-1, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah. And yeah, boys, we've reached that point in the episode. Are we ready to purchase some stocks?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Into the main segment. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be choosing 15 players that we are buying stock in for this season. So for those of you that don't know what we mean by that, it's essentially players that we think are going to be incredible. They could be, young players that are going to take a leap. They could be players that could take an all-star leap. They could be all-stars that can take an MVP type leap, right? Could be anything. And we each have 5. We're basically choosing one from each team, but there's going to be 15 teams that are not included. So we're sorry about that. Yeah. And, potentially at the end we can decide on team, guys that we almost chose and stuff like that for the other teams and whatnot. And obviously we're going to alternate. We'll explain why, and, we'll talk about it and discuss. And before we get into this, we want to thank YouTube because we're actually going to keep track on this neat little board that they gave us. So shout out to YouTube. I know it's backwards on the screen, but it's got all 3 of our names on it. That's how I'm going to keep track when I go to edit. So
Does it still say head ass on there?
no,
Okay,
No,
good.
it says Gio.
Okay, good.
yeah, I didn't want to have head S on the
Are
screen.
you gonna write the names of all the players that we selected?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll take a picture of it on my phone because for those of you that don't know, this is Anthony's house, so I will not be able to stay. But guys, do we have any sort of questions? Do you have any criteria that you want to preface before we start about?
Nah, we're just buying stock.
Yeah.
We're just buying stock.
You gotta buy low and sell high.
Exactly. And
That's
next
not
week,
good.
we're definitely going to be selling high on some guys for sure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So do we have any other questions before we just dive in?
Let's dive.
No, it's rock.
All right, Antoine, why don't you kick us off? Who is your first team that you got?
Well, it's kind of anticlimactic now because they were a part of Tyler's team spotlight. So we're gonna go back to Chicago,
Let's go.
and it's gonna be Nikola Giddey. No.
What?
It's going to be Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey, yeah.
Fair.
That's who
enough,
I'm
yeah.
buying stock in, 100%. We already spoke about it so much. MIP convo right now for sure. Hope maybe first ever All-Star appearance if everything is still going to fly right now. And
Potentially.
this team's looking phenomenal. He looks even better than he did last year. We all know last year he was in a contract year trying to improve, and he did, and he earned it, and now the step forward is coming, or has came already, because we see it already, and we already spoke about it. But yeah, I'm buying Giddey stock.
Yeah. Guess what? I bought Giddey stock 2 years ago.
Good for you, Gio.
Yeah.
I'm up big right now.
You're chilling, bro. You're bringing in them greenbacks, bro.
Big time.
I had Giddey stock his rookie year. Then I
Yeah.
sold it
Yeah.
last
Sold
year.
it.
But I bought it back last year. Don't worry. It's okay.
You bought it higher than what you got it for originally.
No, I know a guy. Don't worry.
Me.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you were able to give me that little discount, bro.
I got you, bro.
But I mean, dude, that's like the perfect choice because I understand the upside of a guy like Matas Buzelis, but
Yeah.
if I truly want to feel confident in someone taking a massive leap, I definitely think Giddey can take an all-star leap better than Matas can just take a normal leap.
Exactly.
Because while I think he can be good, there is that cloud of G League Ignite that's over his head, and he might not be good. Because we know how Kuminga is. Kuminga is probably the best, the platonic ideal of a good G League Ignite player. And Buzelis could wind up like that, but he could also wind up like Scoot Henderson or Jalen Green. So
Yeah.
we really wouldn't know. But I mean,
Yeah.
for me, that's a really good choice.
Yeah, it is.
How good though do you think he can get?
I mean, the numbers right now are probably, I think, the peak. I don't think he'll hit 30 points a game. I think 25 is around his height.
I think
be
that's
honest.
fair. Yeah, I think it just depends on what he does offensively when Kobe White comes back.
Yeah, he'll be mid-20s. He could get to maybe like, I don't think 30 is doable for him. Just because of the players on that team.
Most players don't average 30. It's like a very select
I would
few.
go 25. He can bring it up another point or two. He's at 23 right now. So,
What do you think, Gio?
I think he can average like around 26 points a game.
yeah, I think that's
You know,
doable.
at his
Yeah.
peak, I think he can do that.
I think so. I think more realistic would probably be, since he's more of a playmaker, I think anywhere around the 22 to 23
Yeah.
with, if he can average 10 assists in the season, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Like we saw how many assists that Jokic, Cade, and
Right.
Trae Young can average, anywhere from between 7 and 13 a game. I think he can fit somewhere in between that.
For sure.
If he comes into a season averaging, I don't know, 20, if he averages 22, maybe, I don't know, 22, 6 rebounds and 8 assists, that's a really good season.
Really good season.
Absolutely.
How many assists is he getting a game?
He's at 9 right now.
9?
Yeah. I mean, we're only 7 games in.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's tough to gauge at the current moment.
Right.
But he is the one player on the Bulls where I feel super confident about
Yeah.
moving forward. I feel like all he needed to do was just find the system that worked for him, and he found his confidence within that system, which was exactly what he needed, and it was exactly what the Bulls needed.
Yeah.
So shout out to Josh Giddey. We obviously won't talk too in-depth on him because we just did.
Yeah.
Good.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
Gio, why don't you head into your next player or first player?
Yeah. So I had a question on the criteria
Okay.
because
Gio,
are we buying stock? No, listen. It's actually a good question. Are we buying stock based on this NBA season or based on the careers?
This season.
This is this
This-
season.
okay, so good.
This
If
season.
it's just this
It's
season,
not careers.
I know who I'm going with.
Okay.
Okay, if I was going for career, by the way, this player's on the Miami Heat, so
Okay.
you can already kind of speculate who this is
I
going to be.
really hope you chose who I'm thinking of.
And
I know who you're thinking
I
of.
know
I
who-
didn't choose him.
No.
I didn't choose him. I almost did.
Okay.
If we're going based off of careers, I would have chose Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
But we're going based off of this season. I'm therefore choosing Jaime Jaquez.
Yes. Okay.
He's
Wonderful.
playing outstanding right now.
Wonderful.
He's been playing. Like, I'm pretty sure he averaged 10 points last year. Right now, he's averaging about 17.
Yeah.
Like 7 rebounds and like 7 assists. So
Off the
all
bench.
around, off the bench as well.
the bench.
So all around, he's having a great season. Yeah, I figured I'd buy stock right now for him while he's still,
Playing well.
or not playing well, even though he is. I'm saying while not as like notable in like the NBA world yet.
He actually
I'll
would
buy him now.
He would have been my third choice on the Heat.
Who would be your second?
Nikola Jovic.
Nikola Jovic. There's so many guys.
Yeah,
You could choose from the Heat.
there are a bunch of
The
guys.
thing with Khalil Ware is that he's not starting right now because I have him on fantasy and it's been kind of
Rough.
pinching me in the butt.
Yeah.
And I'm
What a
getting
weird
pissed
analogy.
off.
I think there's a lot of upside.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jovic, yeah, but Jaquez, I love. I was
too.
a big fan of him when he was at UCLA because he was there for a long time playing in college.
Yeah.
They made the Cinderella run to 1 year in the tournament. He was their best player.
Yeah.
He doubled his points right now from last year. He's averaging 8.6. He's at 17 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's shooting 60% from the field. His 3-point shooting is kind of horrendous. But 60% from the field, he was at 45 last year, 46.
Wow.
It's a jump, and I'm a big fan of his, and I think that's really smart choice for you.
For my thing, like he's a really big guy, but he can also dribble. Like he reminds me of a Boris Diaw, but better.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to play the game the right way. He knows what to do off ball and with the ball in his hands.
Right.
He can make shots when you need him to. He can pass the ball when you need him. He can set screen. He does so much things for the Heat that Eric Spoelstra loves. That's why he gets so much playing time.
Exactly.
That's why I'm buying stock.
I think he just needed to wait for the right system to form because everything last year with Jimmy was such a nightmare that he was suffering because of it because obviously he plays the same position as him. So
Right.
it wasn't easy for him to get those consistent minutes.
Right.
I think now, especially once Hero comes back, I think he's going to unlock him even more.
Yeah.
But playing alongside Norman Powell will do wonders for your career just off what he can do. Because he's so dynamic with his scoring, it opens up the floor for Jaime Jaquez to kind of do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for me, that's really big because we saw him struggle last year without that dynamic scorer on the floor. Because Tyler Hero's like, the offense runs through him. He's not necessarily, I wouldn't call him a dynamic scorer because he's not, I wouldn't call him an elite 3-level scorer like a Norman Powell is. I think Norman Powell can get a bucket from anywhere, in any way possible. And to me, that works better for Jaime Jaquez. It works better for Nikola Jovic. It works better for Kel'el Ware, presumably once he gets the minutes up, hopefully later in the season.
Yeah.
But I think Jaime Jaquez is a great choice. I mean, how good do you think he can get this season with the Heat?
I think he can. He'll probably regress a little bit. I think he'll average 15 points or 14 points a game this year.
That's actually not bad, though.
It's really good.
He's going to be, once they move off Andrew Wiggins, hopefully soon.
He's not playing bad.
No,
He's
not.
not,
Good.
but
He just hates him.
Jaquez will fill in that small forward role,
Yeah. And then
starting eventually. And then, or Jovic, either or. It's going to be back and forth, like maybe like a bench type of thing going on.
You think they get
Six
off of
man.
Wiggins? I don't think they get off of Wiggins.
No, I don't think they get off Wiggins. They don't.
They could if he's on an expiring.
Yeah.
They might, but I doubt they will.
Yeah, but Jaquez, he's on the older side. He's 24.
Yeah.
Jovic is 22. So, yeah, I mean, but listen, they have those three young guys. Ware, Jovic, Jaquez.
They're playing great.
Yaku Jonas is coming along, too.
Yeah.
So, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, he hasn't made his
Sophomore.
debut yet. I think he's been hurt.
Yeah.
So at some point he will play. But, after last season, I got real concerned with Jaime Jaquez. He did not look
Yeah,
good
he looked
whatsoever.
really bad, yeah.
This season, he actually looks very confident.
Yeah.
And I think confidence is really plaguing a lot of young NBA players. They don't really know what to do, how to feel. It was the same case with Josh Giddey. And, once you're in a situation where you're comfortable, the coach cares about you and their system, they're just going to encourage you and motivate you. And, the guys on the Heat are exactly those types of players. Like Bam Adebayo is going to encourage him all day.
Yeah.
Guys like Tyler Hero is going to encourage him all day.
Yep.
So I think it's a good fit. And I think Jaime Jaquez stock is hot right now.
Yeah.
So get it. It's white hot.
Yeah.
So get it while you have it. So not so bad.
All right.
Ready to get into mine?
Yeah,
see.
go ahead.
Should I go with the obvious one first?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We are going to head to the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, we are going to one of the worst teams in the NBA.
Oh, I already know who it is.
But they have one of the most up-and-coming stars, I think, in the NBA, and that is Trey Murphy III.
Yeah, he's a hooper.
my fantasy.
He's on your fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh
My fantasy team.
bro.
Dude, this kid is nuts.
He's
like,
nasty.
if he can just stay healthy, it would be great. But obviously, we know what team he plays on, so that'll do something to it. But this season, he's averaging 15.5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists on shooting splits of 40, 38, and 92% from the free throw line. Really good. He fits along really nicely with Herb Jones, too. He's a good defender. He's one of just those lanky, long wings that you'd usually find on the Raptors. But maybe he could wind up there at some point. But
Yeah, I am so surprised. I understand because Jeremiah Fears looks really good right now.
I didn't want to choose any rookies
Yeah.
because we don't have a basis of them yet.
Yeah. True. Yeah, but Murphy's would probably be the easiest one from this list. because Zion, Poole, Murphy, I mean, he's on my team. I have high upside on him.
Yeah.
I forgot Memphis drafted him 4 years ago, which is insane. They moved on from him that quickly.
I think he got traded on draft night, if
Oh,
I'm
he
not
got traded?
mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Trey. I love his game. That's why I drafted him. He's the scorer on that team right now. With Zion being injured, Herb's not really a scorer. Poole's another scorer, of course. But Trey's leading the way for them with, I guess, getting baskets the best way he can on this team right now. So, but yeah, I have high upside on him.
Yeah, I think with Trey Murphy, it's interesting because he's one of those guys that is so dynamic with, like, he's a good two-way player. And he could do he could defend 1 through 5, I think, quite easily, unless you're guarding like Jokic or Wemby, which is a little bit tough. Good 3-level scorer. His 3-point percentage has improved over time. And I mean, we saw last year he was having 40-point games like they were nothing. Like, he wasn't even breaking a sweat doing it. The problem is the health. Now, I'll ask the question to you, Gio. 1, will he stay healthy? And 2, do you think he'll be a Pelican for the rest of the season?
Ooh. Wow. Okay, here's my thing. He's not going to stay healthy.
Don't say that.
He's on the Pelicans.
I need fans.
I want him to stay healthy.
Well, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That's not wood.
Knock your head.
Knock.
Your head.
There we go.
That works too.
If he does stay healthy and the Pelicans continue to suck, he might be out of there.
He could.
So, I don't know.
Look, there could be a team there could be a team bringing back a point guard next year that's looking to get back to the NBA Finals that could really use his talents. The Indiana Pacers.
Nope. Knicks.
Dude,
He's
if they get Murphy, bro, oh
He's a
my
Nick.
God.
Dude, could you imagine, like,
That would be stacked.
he would have to come off the bench.
That would be insane.
There's no way he would start.
Neesmith or Murphy? They're
No,
both.
Neesmith has to start.
I guess because of what he's done in Indiana, but I feel like they're both the same level player.
I think Neesmith is better, actually.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Okay.
Neesmith is that guy. Without a doubt, that guy.
Okay.
So, I think you saw what he did last year in the playoffs. I don't think Murphy can do that, but I think he's definitely capable of averaging over 20 points per game in a season with at least 7 or 8 rebounds. I think it's well and truly capable, and he's become one of the league's better 3-point shooters, which you love to see. He's in the high 30s.
Okay.
So, not so bad. Ready to get into round 2.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm so ready for this.
Antoine, what do you
Yeah.
got?
I am so happy Tyler gave me the Utah Jazz because they
Ace
have
Bailey.
somebody. What'd you say?
It's Ace Bailey.
Who's that? Anyway, what? Ace? We're in Vegas now. Love it. Is Gilbert Arenas and Chauncey Billups there too?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I would love to join them for an X-ray.
Oh, yeah?
For an X-ray table.
I'm going to call the FBI on you, bro.
Yeah, do it, man. I don't gamble, so you can't catch me. But Utah has unlocked Keyonte George. Finally, I love this kid. Ever since he was drafted, I don't know why it stuck with me. Maybe because I watched a little bit of Baylor basketball back in the day, and I just love young point guards. I don't know why, but the leap he has taken this year, he's the starting point guard now. I know Utah experimented with Isaiah Collier last year, didn't work out. Sexton. You have Keyonte, who's a 16th overall pick in 2023. He's only 21. Again, last year he averaged around 17 points a game, but the shooting was awful.
Yeah.
And he only started 35 games. He played in 67. This year, he has upped the points to 23.1. His assist numbers are at 8.1 from 5.6 last year. So the assist rate is up even more for a point guard, which we need. Of course, you need that in a point guard. Shooting is up to 44% from the field. 3-point shooting is not his best thing right now. So
It's never
What
really
is
been.
it? Say it.
he's at 26%.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it dropped. He was at 34 last year.
He's trying to be, never mind.
But I guess his inside game is improved. I would assume jumpers, layups, floaters, all the inside game stuff.
He's scoring more. I mean, his
scoring.
usage rate is higher.
His
Exactly.
finishing is getting better
His
for a
finishing
point
is
guard.
better. Okay.
'Cause
What's the eye test saying?
I haven't watched a lot of Jazz
watched
basketball,
a lot.
but
They look good this year.
The box scores, I mean, he's getting to the free throw line. He had 15 free throws against Portland.
Okay, that's key.
Not another free throw merchant.
He had
Listen.
he had 13 against Boston, made 11. He had 9 against Charlotte, made 8. But he's shooting making half of his shots most of those games. He had one clunker against Phoenix, but Portland had 15 free throws. He had his game high of the year. It was actually yesterday, 31 points against Boston. On 9 of 16 from the field, 13 free throws, made 11 of them. But the box scores look good, besides like 1 or 2 games where it's a little like lackluster.
Yeah, he's not perfect. He's gonna
He is shooting a good amount of threes though. He had 9 in one game, 6, but he missed like majority of those.
You know what? I'm okay with the misses though.
But well, again, he's 21.
He's
it's a
young.
learning curve.
He's young.
It's
and he's
tough,
on
though,
Utah.
Play.
because
Like,
he and his brother, the 2 biggest problems we've had since they've gotten to the league.
who's his brother?
Keyshawn.
Isn't Kaishan his brother?
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're brothers.
Hold on, let's double check.
Is the 2 of them are some of the most inefficient shooters I think I've ever seen.
But I like Keyshawn. Bro, I wish I had the Wizards.
Oh yeah,
I would've
They
taken
are
Kaishan.
not related.
Oh okay, so never mind.
They
I thought they were.
almost look related.
I must be thinking of Cody Williams and Jalen Williams.
Yeah, they're
But
not related.
the 2 of them are so inefficient from the field. It's like it's been annoying as hell because they're better than that. Keontae's starting to turn the corner. Kaishan's starting to turn
They're
the
both
corner.
are, yeah.
So
Yeah.
whoever has the Wizards, I'm not going to reveal who. Oh,
You
it's
have
so him.
Keyshawn?
Maybe not.
You'll see later on.
Okay.
Exactly. It's mystery.
Okay.
But, I mean, Keyonte George looks great. It kind of looks like what you were expecting from Colin Sexton. The performance you're seeing on the floor, he's leading that offense really well. And he's really unlocked Lauri Markkanen completely. Because, I mean, bro looks insane, by the way.
Yeah, Laurie's averaging 31.
I mean, dude,
31 a game.
just remember
What's the Jazz record?
They're 3 and 4.
3 and 4, but they just lost Walker Kessler, unfortunately, for the
Yeah,
season.
he was their third highest score.
Heartbreaking for him, man, because they're probably going to suffer from this. Kyle Filipowski's going to slot right in. Hopefully, he can replicate a little bit, but Walker Kessler's, in my opinion, the most underrated big man in the league.
Yeah.
So,
He's huge.
really unfortunate. But
literally.
remember the thing with Lauri Markkanen. They just wanted pods. They just wanted
that's
pods.
crazy.
Could you imagine Lowry with Steph Curry and Draymond Green?
Yikes.
Oh, my God, bro.
I would hate that.
But I would take Keyonte over Pods right now.
No, but like,
You know, that's
but
the- you know-
the,
No.
Jazz, the Jazz could have gotten a first-round pick
Yeah.
for Larry Markkanen. But Keyonte George, this is what we were waiting for.
Mm.
And this is what I've been waiting months and months for because always loved his upside. He looked great in Summer League the first 2 seasons he played in them and just really didn't translate to the floor.
Yeah.
Finally is translating
Yeah.
because the Jazz are finally starting to care about winning games.
Right.
They're obviously still going to tank, but they're playing competitive basketball. And when you play competitive basketball, you're going to get the best out of your guys. And they're finally starting to play the youth more.
Yeah, and like they have like I was watching. I think if they did hit the game winner yesterday, Kevin Love is on the bench looking all pumped up. Like you're playing for the Jazz, bro. What are you doing? Like you're all pumped
He's
up.
Kevin Love,
Hey, you
man.
got-
Let him-
I know.
Kevin Love's one of the best vets in the
Yeah,
league.
so
Literally.
it's great. You have him. You have Kyle Anderson. Like Svi Mihailuk is as a journeyman vet. Cody Williams is I don't know
No,
what's going on with him.
No.
Bottom barrel.
just not his brother.
Ace Bailey, same thing. Gio, I'm sorry.
well, it's
looking
7
like-
games.
He's young, bro.
It's 7 games.
Yeah, but right now it looks like the rotation is Laurie, Keontae, Nurk, Filipowski, Mihailuk.
It's not bad.
Listen,
That's what's going on.
what was I going to say?
You're going to say something.
I was, and I'm forgetting. But, Keyonte George. That's what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, what the hell was I going to say?
It's because you guys say things when you have the thought. Otherwise,
I know I had
lose
it, but then Anthony just jumped the gun.
Was it about?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, it'll come back.
If it comes back, just mention
just
it.
mention
When it does, it's not going to even matter
Go
anymore.
to your
So
player.
I'm going to go to my
Go to your
player.
player.
Okay, fair enough.
What's the team, Gio?
The team is Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, I know exactly.
Oh,
Do we know who this is?
It's
is-
probably Austin
This
Reeves.
is Austin Reeves.
No.
No, it's DeAndre Ayton.
No.
No.
No, it's Jake LaRavia.
Yeah. Jake LaRavia. So, of course, I mean, Austin Reeves would be the easy pick, but I felt like his stock was already pretty high. So
would
the whole
say
point,
so, yeah.
the whole point is to buy low, right? Buy low while the stock is low, and then when they come out and perform, big bucks. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yes.
So, Jake LaRavia is my guy.
Listen, you know I'm a big Jake LaRavia.
You are a big Jake LaRavia
Big
guy.
Jake LaRavia.
Huge Jake
And look,
LaRavia
I'm
guy.
just gonna start with the eye test first, because when I watch Lakers basketball and I see him on the court, the way that he moves, he looks like an NBA starter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell certain guys when they first come into the league, when they're young or whatnot, you can tell who's gonna be a player in the league, in this league for a while, and who's probably not gonna play for too much longer. He's one of those guys I see sticking around for quite a long time in the NBA. maybe being a key role player on good teams. Like he's that type of player. Let's look at his stats really quick. He's averaging 13 points a game coming off the bench. Right, he had 25 points in one game, 13 points, 11 points, 27 points against Minnesota. So like
he's in my fantasy team now.
This guy's hooping, bro. And look, he's shooting 10 for 13 from the field, 10 for 11 from the field. Like he's very efficient as well.
Yeah.
Like he's getting buckets at the rim, but he's also shooting threes.
Yeah.
And he's how tall is he? Like 6'9"?
6'7".
6'7".
6'7".
Beautiful height. Yeah. Beautiful height. Right. So you can't beat that. He's 6'7".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, yeah, man. What do you guys think about?
Did you see the fan yelling, "Whose number? What's his number?"
12?
It was who's number 12.
That was Anthony Edwards doing.
No, the fan.
Fan said, "Who's number 12?"
Responded,
and he said, "I don't know why."
I don't know either.
Like, who the F is
and then
that?
he went off in that game.
He did.
He knows now.
He definitely knows now.
I mean, look, we're noticing a very interesting pattern. Like I said, we were just talking smack about the Grizzlies earlier. If you go back to that 2023 team when they made the second round as a 2 seed and they fell flat on their face against the Lakers, a lot of players were scapegoated. And we're noticing guys that left. Look at the impact they're making on their teams now. Forget LaRavia for a second. Steven Adams on the Rockets last year in the playoffs. Yeah. Outstanding. Zaire Williams on the Nets was great. We're looking at Dylan Brooks just, making impacts wherever he need be. Luke Kennard's always a guy that will always show up when you need him to. And Xavier Tillman won a championship with the Boston Celtics, and I believe it was in the NBA Finals. His defense on Luka Doncic was amazing. So you're starting to see these things happen with the Grizzlies, where they're kind of like the Pelicans, essentially, where you leave the team and you just find yourself. And LaRavia was just waiting for the right opportunity because he wasn't good in Memphis. Let's just call a spade a spade.
And Sacramento too.
He went there just kind of for a little cameo, and that was about it.
How old is Jake?
He's 24.
Yeah, he's 24 years old.
Yeah, he's a first-round pick from 2022. He was just drafted. Yeah. And like I said, a lot of these guys we're bringing up are first-round picks that did not get signed to rookie extensions, going on to new places, and now finally finding their footing.
Exactly.
Which, is perfectly normal because the team that drafted you may not know how to utilize you at all.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And you got to go to the right place anyway after that rookie contract runs out. And then you're finally, you have 4 years in the NBA already. You've seen what goes on, and you kind of just improve your game around your new coach. And I think JJ is phenomenal for him.
JJ is phenomenal for him, yeah.
The thing is, though,
that's a good point.
Right now he's taking advantage of the opportunity with no LeBron.
Yeah.
My issue is when he comes back. I don't think LaRavia is going to be as successful.
Which sucks.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, which is why I'm weary on buying LaRavia stock.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think about LeBron. I forgot totally about LeBron.
Yeah, that's
because the Lakers are playing so well right now without him. This goes back to my point.
They are
about saying LeBron brings his team down. I guarantee you, when LeBron comes back, this team's not going to be as good.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
We really don't know, but they look really good.
Yeah, Lakers are 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, their schedule's been decent. They haven't played any of the big test teams yet.
Hasn't been an easy schedule either, though.
Right, exactly. But they haven't played any of the playoff favorites like OKC or anything of that nature. But they look really good.
Yeah.
And you know what? At the end of the day, if that's how they're going to play, then Jake LaRavia is going to be the one stepping up and making those big time shots and everything.
Yeah.
So ready to get into mine.
Let's hear it.
Rock and roll.
I'm debating on what to choose for my fifth player. I'm going to have to save them for the end. So should I just get another easy one out of the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
All right, let us go to the Portland Trailblazers. There's really a lot of options I could go for here.
Who he's going for?
And it's really tough because the Blazers are full of young, up-and-coming guys that are just absolute dogs. And while I would love to mention my stock on Hansen Yang, it obviously doesn't make sense to choose him. I'm going to go for a guy that actually deserves to have stock bought right now, and that is Toumani Camara. Freshly signed on a new contract and genuinely one of the best defenders in the league, not named Victor Wembanyama. I mean, what is not to love about this dude outside of that one play at the end against Nikola Jokic where he clearly fouled him? But, I guess the refs probably had a parlay that night. It is what it is. But this season he's averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, and just under 4 assists, shooting over 30% from 3, which is, it's better than what he was before.
Yep.
He's also averaging over 3.5 steals a game. No, 3.5 assists a game, sorry, and 1.5 steals per game. One of the best defenders that we've seen in quite some time as far as perimeter goes.
Wow.
Yeah.
We saw the leap of Dyson Daniels last season, and I think Camara can be better than him.
Wow.
He's more athletic.
I think so.
He's more
Wow.
dynamic on the offensive
I
end.
think so.
He's got more versatility because Dyson Daniels is a guard on the offensive end. He's, he doesn't shoot as well. He can play make better, but I think Camara in the dunker spot slashing. Oh my God! It's
Yeah,
like imagine if Christian Brown was like 6'8", 6'9". That's kind of the vibes I'm getting.
Wow.
Well, Camara
Good
is
point.
6'7", like LaRavia.
Of course.
He's on the older side. He's 25.
Old.
A second round pick from 2023, a steal right at the end of the draft class. You rarely see that. And just coming into went to Dayton, fellow Dayton guy, with the Obi Toppin and everybody else.
Suns traded that man for Nurkic.
Yeah,
Insane.
but yeah, he's.
Sad.
I mentioned him last year. I was like, watch out for this man. He's coming.
Pause.
And yeah, he's just someone that's going to be in that Portland team for a long time. Even though he is on the older side.
He's not. I wouldn't call him
not
the older
old,
side.
bro.
He's still not in his
Yeah,
prime
that's
yet.
true. Yeah.
He's 25.
I think,
27 is when you
Yeah.
start to get into that.
if he's old, then you, my friend, might be ancient.
Yeah, I'm old as crap, bro. But no, yeah, Kamara is one of my favorite players to watch on that team, alongside with Denny, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Denny Avdia.
I thought you were.
but
People have stock in Denny already.
People
Yeah.
have stock in Denny. He's
Yeah.
already shown it. I think
think
Kamara's in
Kamara's
for
smart.
another leap.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's a good pick.
I think
like
he
it a
has
lot.
ways to go on the offensive side, like you were saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But in that dunker spot, he's doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, I could also make this like a 2-1 and choose Denny Avdia.
Nah.
He's averaging 24, 6, and 4.
Well,
but
he was averaging 20 last year, too.
But that's the problem. I don't think he can get better than that. I think he's reached his peak.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my only thing. I know he's only 24,
They
but
don't buy that stock, bro.
yeah.
Wouldn't be wise.
Kamara makes more sense because, like, if you can get a season of Kamara averaging 16, 17 points,
Huge.
and
Yeah,
he's averaging
exactly.
over 2 steals a game,
Yeah.
Payday.
Exactly.
he already got his payday.
No, I'm talking about
Oh, big fat
you.
payday. Oh, for me,
for
yeah.
the stock. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Look,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever, like, whatever I'm going to say today will not top my Pacers stock I bought last year.
Yeah.
Like, nothing
That was
will,
ridiculous.
Nothing will top that at all.
That was definitely. There's always luck involved,
Yeah.
and that, my friend, was definitely luck
skill.
involved.
No, all skill.
All skill.
All
yeah.
skill.
Okay.
But what do you think about Kamara, Gio?
Oh man, I love this guy. I mean, his defense reminds me of Scottie Pippen. He even wears number 33. He played on the Blazers, so did Scottie. So
Could be
like,
a
everything
reason for
about
that.
him is Scottie. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, like I said before, I'm waiting to see his offensive improvements when it comes to like, shooting specifically. If he can shoot the three,
He's been getting better from the corner.
he's being better.
If he can at least get Bruce Brown level of efficient from the corner,
Yeah.
like 36%, that's really all you kind of need.
Yeah.
So
But even without that, he's still a huge piece of this team. So.
exactly. So not bad.
Yeah.
All right, round 3 we go. Antoine, who we got?
What are you looking at me like that for?
We're going to Houston, Gio.
All right.
Ah,
I like this.
All right.
What are we doing here?
You probably think it's a Men Thompson.
No, I knew it wasn't.
It is not a Men Thompson.
Who is it?
It is Alperen Sengun.
Damn, I thought he was gonna say Steven Adams.
Yeah.
What a player this guy is turning into
Holy.
this season.
Yeah.
I'm going to read off some stats.
Talk to me.
22.8 points per game. Well, 23. 9 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
7 assists.
Wow.
That's
The-
incredible.
The assist numbers are up from last year.
Yeah.
The rebounds have dipped, but they're probably going to stay around that 10-point area.
Yeah.
The scoring is up. Shooting 48% from the field.
He looks like a dog.
The games this year, we have 39, 11, and 7. He dropped off a little bit. 17, 7, and 7, 21, 6, and 6, 18, 8, and 9, 16, 10, and 9, and 26, 11, and 6.
Yeah.
So the box score is full of a lot of numbers.
A lot of numbers.
All looks like Jokic numbers, but Jokic makes them double digits every time.
yeah.
Sengun's getting close. But listen, this is the next coming of the best center.
Ooh.
Wow.
I think in our, like,
There is Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
okay, all right, fine.
We can talk top 3.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's,
yeah.
he's coming up there. Yeah, he's gonna be behind Wemby.
He low key might already be top 3.
Yeah,
Alperen.
Because like we all
Sengun-
know Jokic and Wemby are first and second. Who are you putting third? I think I would take Sengun over Cat.
Well,
any day
now
of the
you
week.
would.
Yeah, I would take Sengun over Cat.
Like right now, I think, but
Right now.
Sengun I think is capable of taking an MVP leap.
Yeah. I think right now you have to buy Sengun stock. I think this is the engine of this team.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking. He was an OKC draft pick in 2021. Imagine if they kept him.
OKC drafts so well, bro.
So
It's crazy.
listen,
This was a traded pick.
they traded him, yeah. But
Oh,
you know,
okay. Still.
I love Sengun. Like I said, opening night, I was like, what is going on with
Yeah.
this man?
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
He does everything.
No, forget that. The best was when he made his playoff debut by dunking on Draymond 5 seconds into the
yeah.
game.
Beautiful.
It was incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I would include Amen in this conversation with Sengun. I
Amen.
think they're both.
Amen to that.
They're both in this because Amen. Amen is on my fantasy team. So I'm buying both their stocks, but I think Sengun because I think I see the All-Star and the MVP convo a little bit with him, not winning it, but like maybe in the convo for like finalist votes or some top 5 votes.
Yeah.
Depends on who's voting,
Yeah.
but the numbers look great for him. And
Yeah, bro.
he's only 23.
He's only 23.
Yep, he's 6'11".
Yeah.
He's playing like a veteran.
And he
He's
looks
so
good.
smart on the court, like on offense. He's so good, bro. And then he'll surprise you with like his low key athletic. Like he's low key athletic. He'll surprise you with like a crazy block here and there, or like he'll cross someone up or drive to the rim and dunk on them. Like he's low key athletic, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, listen,
because he can also shoot three.
It's another like great international find because he did not come.
Where's he from? Turkey?
He's from Turkey, yes.
Yeah, he played overseas.
Yeah, Turkey.
He didn't
man.
play over here in college ball.
Dude, the All-Star game is gonna be ridiculous because now Sengun, he's not even the best international center. He's not even the third. He's not even the second best international center. Like think about that. You have Jokic,
Wemby.
and then maybe
And then it's
Sengun.
maybe him, yeah.
So it's like, who does the U.S. have? Embiid? That's it.
He's not even. He's really
Adebayo?
Cameroonian.
Adebayo? Is it?
I would take Bam, but Embiid, I guess he played for the U.S., so it's
Yeah.
got to be him.
I don't think you want to beat on teams.
Yeah, man. Those international big guys are insane.
Yeah. So it looks like here that the Rockets acquired the draft rights to Alperen Sengun by giving up a future first-round pick, which I think wound up staying with the Pistons because they were so bad. But that year, anyways, the Thunder drafted Chet at 2. So it doesn't really matter at that
Doesn't
point.
matter, yeah.
So
Who's better though, Chet or Alperen?
oh, the thing is, here's my thing, and
I know the exact answer to that question.
it's really tough for me because if Chet can stay healthy, I think it will be Chet Holmgren.
Ooh, wow.
The answer. So right now it's
Yeah.
Sengun.
Yeah.
Long term, it's Chet.
No shot.
100%.
Absolutely no shot.
Long term, it's Chet.
There's no shot. Chet
Have you not seen Chet play?
Chet is a great player.
Okay,
But Chet is he's a
And-
difference maker on defense as
And
well.
what you've seen from Chet, he hasn't been healthy for one season
Exactly.
yet.
I understand.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. You cannot teach what Sengun does. And Jokic has that same thing, except Sengun is, I would call him a baby Jokic.
We'll need to see it in the playoffs.
You cannot teach that.
Well, you
Chet, he doesn't have it like Sengun.
Well,
He also has that it factor too. Chet doesn't have
Chet's
that
not
it factor.
because Chet's not passing the ball.
Well, Chet's also not the one option on his team
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
SGA's there. When SGA leaves that team eventually, I think Chet will take a massive leap. We'll have to see.
They're going to be together.
I don't think Chet is a one option on
Yeah.
any team.
Right now, I would give the edge to Sengun, obviously, but if Chet can stay healthy in his career, just watch out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chet's
His
stock is
upside
pretty high.
because he's 7'3" and he
Absolutely.
can shoot.
I
But
think Chet has massive upside.
So, yeah, not so bad. All right, Giovanni,
let's move on to my player.
what you got, my guy?
My next player is on the Atlanta Hawks. Any
Was-
ideas?
Ooh.
Any guesses?
I mean, the
Shoot me
obvious
guess.
answer would be Jalen Johnson, but I doubt
do you
you
say?
went for him.
What do you say?
I really don't know.
It's either Jalen Johnson or Zach. It's one of the two.
Neither.
Oh,
I'm getting a little different.
Is
It is
Nikhil
nah.
Dyson?
Nah. Come on.
Who is he?
It is the center. It's the
Oh,
big guy.
Tingus Ping?
No.
Oh, Onyeka. It's Onyeka Okongwu.
Onyeka
What?
Okongwu.
There.
He, my friend, listen, I had to pick him for the nostalgia because I used to watch him with LaMelo Ball, and they would absolutely dominate in high school. And now he's starting to somewhat dominate in the NBA. And not many people know about him, as you guys were just... You guys went through the whole starting lineup and some
No, I
bench
know who
players,
he
and
is.
then you
We
finally
know.
said,
but-
Most Hawks fans actually don't have much stock in Onyeka.
why is this?
Well, because he just hasn't been what they needed from him.
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you something right now. He's
getting
giving
better.
them- he's getting better.
Oh, for sure.
And I can see him improving even more. So even in this season, he started off with 14, then he had 7 points, 12 points, and then as the games went on, then he had 15, 18, 18, 17. Like, he's starting to improve
Quality
game
minutes.
after game. Quality minutes. We all know he
Quality
can rebound like a crazy man. He had
Yeah.
14
sure.
rebounds, 10, 12, 9. So he can rebound. He's a lob threat with Trae Young in there. Yeah, I just think that he's a very solid center. I think he can be a solid center in this league for a while. So I'm going to buy stock in Onyeka.
I don't have an issue with that. I don't think he's going to be a starting caliber center. He's going to be a great rotational piece for Atlanta like he has right now.
Okay.
When they drafted him, he was supposed to be that guy to be like the next, being like KP, where KP is right now, starting obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say right now that's like, I think Jalen Johnson might have more stock to buy because he looks good right now. But
Yeah.
Okongwu is a sneaky option.
Yeah.
I don't discount that.
Yeah.
So
You see, I like the outliers. Like,
Yeah,
Jalen
exactly.
Johnson's too obvious. Rusachet is too obvious. You know.
I don't think Reese Hache is too
people
obvious.
I think people are buying stock in those guys.
I think people are definitely buying stock in Jalen Johnson. I don't think so with Zachary Reese-Hache.
Okay.
I think he's going to be one of those number one picks that falls so under the radar. And he's been sneaky good this season. So
yeah.
Okay.
I think Onyeka's got the potential. It's just he needs to get the starting spot, and I just don't think he will for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
keep in mind, it's Porzingis.
I understand.
When's the last time he
true.
played a full season?
That's
You know what I'm
very
saying?
true.
That's very true. But then again, Porzingis is the better player, won the championship.
At least right now.
Exactly, yeah. I think Onyeka can take that leap, but he's not necessarily someone that I would personally buy stock in.
Yeah.
I would
That's
much
fine.
rather-
I understand. His upside may not be as high as Rusachet or you know what I
Yeah.
mean, but I get it.
I'd rather put my stock into like a Dyson Daniels
Okay.
for taking a bigger offensive leap and stuff like that. But I don't hate it.
Okay.
It's not so bad. I think Trey can unlock him a lot in the dunker spot,
Yeah.
which always works because he's the
I mean,
best.
bro is super athletic, and Trae Young is, you know,
He's the best playmaking guard in the league, and I don't think it's close.
yeah.
So I think he's far and away the best. So not so bad.
Yeah, let's move.
Ready to get into
Yeah,
mine?
sure.
All right, we are headed to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, I know who this is.
This is another easy one. The generator gave me the easiest ones of all.
And someone I said already, it's Ryan Rollins.
It is Ryan Rollins. I mean, bro. First of all, I picked him up on the waivers in fantasy. I don't know
Yeah.
how the hell I got him because I was like dead last in the waiver wire. But this dude, Antoine said it, he needed to have the season of his life.
Yeah.
And so far, knock on wood, that's exactly happening. He's averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists through the first, I think, like 7 or 8 games of the season.
Wait, how many points?
16.
Wow.
16. He had 32 against the Warriors, which
Yeah.
was a career high. He used to play for the Warriors, so it was a revenge game. And he's just been really solid all along. Like he had 11 one game, he had 10 and 7, 7 assists, 25, 4 and 4, 13, 3 and 2. I mean, he is playing out of his damn mind.
Yeah.
And look, we all know that losing Damian Lillard was going to be the final nail in the coffin for the Bucks, especially once they waived him, bringing in Miles Turner. Who was going to run the point guard? You were basically looking at him and Kevin Porter Jr., who's hurt right now, so it's not even him. And this dude has just stepped up and has been lights out from the start of the season. Didn't start the first game, but has started the remaining 7 since. And he's been incredible. He's even shooting almost 40% from 3.
Yeah.
And we're seeing just how free-flowing and smooth he is with the ball. He's very fast. It works well with Giannis's fast-paced offensive style. And he's no slouch on defense either. So, Antoine, I actually know you're pretty high on Ryan Rollins. What do you think?
Listen, I saw this so long ago. Well, listen,
Did you though?
the thing.
He just said he needs to. He didn't say he
Yeah,
would.
you
Yeah, the thing with Milwaukee is that they find these guys in the second round, i.e., Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, that become great role players for them. You know, and they also find guys in the free agency pool that come over: Cole Anthony, Kevin Porter, MT, Bobby Portis, that come over to their team and look a lot better. Some guys they miss on: Kyle Kuzma. Moving on. But yeah, Ryan Rollins, I think, he's not going to be their franchise point guard. No shot. But it's nice to know that someone like this is someone that is going to be a rotational piece for this team in the future. If Giannis does stay, if he does not stay, this guy could obviously be given the keys to the franchise and take over. Because who knows? Because
You think he's that type of guy?
I don't think so.
The
But
key.
if you're Milwaukee and you're seeing what he's putting up right now,
He's doing good.
You gotta have to maybe
Consider
give it
it.
a shot and
Yeah.
consider it.
I think he actually is. I don't think he's capable of being a franchise guy.
No.
But I think he's capable of being like a Fred VanVleet caliber type player.
100%.
Whoa.
I think he is capable of getting an all-star nod at some point in his career.
100%.
For this
What
season,
makes
though,
you say that?
just the way he plays is so different compared to other point guards in this league.
Yeah.
He's very explosive, but he's not erratic.
Yeah.
Someone like Russ, for example, is very explosive. He's very good, but Russ sometimes doesn't know his own speed, and it comes comes back to bite him. He's got that perfect balance of explosiveness, speed, and finesse to his game, and it works. He's shooting really good from three. I mean, that's what happens when you play with Steph Curry for a year. And I just think the places he's been has molded him into the player he is now, where he just needed an opportunity. And he wasn't going to get an opportunity unless you were on a team that was either bad on paper or just bad in general. And, rather than Keyonte George getting the opportunity on a dog Jazz team, you're on a playoff team that needs a point guard. And you've outperformed everyone else. So now you've been given this opportunity. You're playing next to Giannis, who's insanely good. So
That helps.
exactly. If Giannis stays on the Bucks, it would not shock me at all if Ryan Rollins turns into an all-star point guard.
Wow. I mean, look, when I watched a couple of Bucks games and also Bucks highlights, and what I saw from Ryan Rollins is that he's not afraid of anyone.
Exactly.
He is very aggressive. He was going right at Russell Westbrook, like right at him.
Exactly.
They were talking, they were chirping.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him. He's not afraid of anyone, and he is super confident, and that's why I might back your opinion. It takes that level of confidence to be this good in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he has that confidence, so I think, he can do it.
This is my lowest buy. I'm buying very low here and thinking he will sell very high
Yeah.
for me in the future. I'm very confident of it. I think he could save Giannis's Bucks career by keeping him here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big buy.
Yeah. So round 4 we go. Antoine, who's your penultimate player?
We're going to go to Philly.
Ooh.
There could be so many options for this.
There's only one option.
I'm trying to think who it
Ooh.
could
And I'll tell you why,
It's
because
Vernon Johnson.
he's leading the league in scoring, and you kind of have to.
Oh, it's Maxey.
It's Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
Who me and Tyler saw in person before the fame in Kentucky.
He was pretty famous, actually, at Kentucky.
Yeah, well, he was their best recruit that year.
Exactly.
That's why. So Maxey, like I said, leading the league in scoring right now, 34.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, shooting 47.5 from the field. Right now, they have one of the best young backcourts in all of basketball. McCain just came back last night from his injury, but was off the bench. VJ has been starting. VJ's kind of cooled off a little bit.
You know what VJ's name is? His real name?
No.
Wait, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It's Valdez Drexel.
I knew it was Valdez. I didn't know what the...
Valdez
Okay.
Drexel Edgecombe Jr.
Oh, he's a
What
junior,
a name.
okay.
Anyways, go.
So, yeah, Maxey right now, like I said, we're hoping he's healthy the whole year because this is phenomenal numbers he's putting up. Obviously, last year we saw the injuries happen.
Yeah.
52 games last year. He was averaging 26.5. He's gotten it up to 35.5 now. The assist numbers are up. The shooting is up 4%. And when did he get the contract extension? Was that last year?
I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I believe.
Listen, the game logs look really hefty.
They look
40
insane.
points in the season opener, 28 the game after, 43 the night after,
Kidding me.
39 of the week
You gotta be kidding
after,
me.
26, 8 and 14 the game after,
Holy.
26 again, and then just tonight they lost to the Bulls.
Damn it.
He dropped.
Last night.
It's
Oh, right. That was
last night he dropped 39, and that was his third highest game so far. 43 is his highest so far this season.
Look, Philly needed that guy. I know they're a good team, but, Joel Embiid can't be that guy taking all the shots anymore. His body's going to break down.
Yeah.
So you needed someone to step up. I didn't think Maxey was going to be the one to step up. So far, he is. Because Maxey's had some pretty horror show games in his career. And
Yeah.
he's just gotten so much better. I've always believed in the kid. I just needed him to do it.
He always passed the eye test for me.
And I will never forgive Sean Marks for not even trying to get him in the Harden trade. So inexcusable that we didn't get Maxey on the Nets.
Yeah.
Because he should have been on the Nets.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. I mean, listen,
He's a very score-first guy, by the way, though.
he is.
Yeah, he is.
Which is,
He is.
I don't know if that can win you. I mean, unless you're Curry level.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
But because he's not Curry level, but Curry's also a decent playmaker.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so could Matt. He could be when he wants to be.
right. And I think that's the beauty of having a guy like Jared McCain next to you, which is why I think he should start if he's playing good, because he's a really good playmaker.
Yeah. Like, it's like right now, this Philly kind of has the same problem with, like San Antonio does. You have Maxey, McCain, VJ, Kelly Oubre is having a great year.
Mm-hmm.
You got 4 guards right now.
Oubre's not a guard, though.
He's listed as a guard.
He's a shooting guard, yeah.
He's listed as a guard in ESPN.
He's a big guard.
Yeah.
6'7".
He's listed as a guard. And, their big men depth is not great. They're relying a lot on their scoring from the guards.
They're going to play PG at the 4, and I think they're in a similar situation as the Lakers. I think they're going to get worse when PG comes back.
No shot.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Because LeBron has too much ego, so he's going to hold the ball. PG doesn't have that ego.
I even forgot Quentin Grimes is having a great year so far, too.
Come on.
That would have been my choice
know.
personally.
No, I think Maxey, you got to invest a little more.
Yeah, you got to do that.
You could, but I have more upside in Quentin Grimes
than
Maxey taking an MVP league or whatever.
I would have chose Vernon. I mean, not Vernon.
VJ?
Valdez.
No,
Valdez, Drexel.
Well, in my list, I had Maxey / VJ, but I'm going to go with Maxey.
That's fine.
But VJ and Uber are averaging close to 20 a game.
Yeah.
That's
Oubre.
big.
Yeah.
Embiid's averaging 18. Quentin Grimes averaging 17.
Dude, this team is ridiculous.
McCain just came back. We can't really put
He didn't play good yesterday.
Yeah, we can't really put any averages on McCain yet.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Sixers at some point on this podcast in the future.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because they're playing amazing right now.
Yeah. Incredible basketball.
Can I move on?
Go for it, bro.
ahead.
All right. So we're gonna go to Minnesota.
Okay.
You guys have any ideas?
I mean, there's one of 2 options.
do you say?
Is it Terrence Shannon?
I almost went with him.
It's either Rob or it's Jaden McDaniels.
It's Rob.
Okay, Rob Dillingham.
And this is probably my most risky take here because he's not playing the greatest and he's not getting that many minutes this year. And I know that firsthand because he's on my fantasy team and he's doing absolutely nothing for me right now.
Yeah.
And so that's why this is a risk.
Yeah.
That's why I'm buying super low because I expect him to pay out big time for me in the future. I think he's a starting point guard in the NBA right now. And I don't know why they're not starting him.
I think they just don't want to rush the development.
Get him in the game. I don't care.
He's 20.
I don't care, bro.
Well, like,
he's a starting guard in the NBA.
Listen,
if
they move Ja, he's going to start in Memphis.
Yeah.
We all know that.
He can start. I think he can start on like 15 NBA teams right now.
Wow.
I think he's that good.
I don't know about that.
Listen,
bro.
I believe in the kid. I really believe, and I've been saying this since last year. You guys know this about me. Rob Dillingham is really good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna buy a stock now while it's super low.
For this season, you think this season he's gonna take a leap?
I'm gonna buy him for his career. How about that?
Okay, how about that? We'll make one exception for that.
Okay, thank you.
Because I just don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's ready.
They're not gonna. I mean, it's hard because they're not giving him opportunity.
Yeah, but he's a project pick. I don't think he's as NBA ready as they thought he was. And that's why they traded a 2031 first for him, because by the time you get to 2031, he will be good if he's still on the team. And then, obviously he'll improve from there. But right now, the Wolves are trying to win a championship, and Rob Dillingham is not ready for that. He's averaging less than 5 points a game. I understand he's not getting minutes.
He's getting 15 minutes.
But if he gets consistent minutes, what are you expecting him to average? I don't think it's going to be much better than that.
It's going to be much better.
I think it'll be maybe
15.
You might be able to get 10 out of him.
No. He'll give you 15.
I don't have I sold my Rob Dillingham stock.
That's a risky one.
Bad move.
But
it's risky. Don't get me wrong. It's risky, but there's upside. There's upside. Okay.
There's heavy upside, but it's tough.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's all I got.
I have a massive decision now to make for my last one.
Me too, bro.
You'll see why, because this man just dropped one of the best games of his career, and you guys always shit on him.
Stop banging your table.
And I always say this man's going to be the best center to ever live.
Anyways, let me get into my penultimate player. I was really debating between 2 players, and it wound up being none of them. I'll shout out Fetty because he gave me some suggestions with the Raptors. I was thinking Jamison Battle, and then he suggested Mamu Kalashvili. And then I was talking to my friend Gab, who's a big Cavs fan. She was thinking Jalen Tyson. And then I forgot I had the Brooklyn Nets.
Jalen Tyson is good.
So I have to go with the Brooklyn Nets because there's one guy on this team that I am so confident in taking a massive leap, and that is Michael Porter Jr.
Wow.
Of course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's been inefficient, though.
Right, but it's just the start of the season. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So with Michael Porter Jr., it's interesting because we obviously know, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Antoine, he was one of, if not the best, like, high school prospect we've seen in, like, a very long time.
Well, yeah, so when MPJ committed to Mizzou, was going to be, like, the next biggest thing to Mizzou basketball, had the back problems, couldn't play. He was the number 1 recruit in that year. And they were saying this is the next LeBron, nothing to do with everybody.
LeBron.
They always compare guys to LeBron.
MPJ was the build of LeBron, shooter,
6'10",
high flyer, one of the best players. Didn't play, gets drafted by Denver. We all know the issues he had coming in. Denver took a flyer, and then we saw what actually the player he is.
Exactly.
But he's definitely lived up to being what he was supposed to be in college.
Yeah, supposed to be the number 1 pick unequivocally. I think played with Trey Young in high school. Yeah. And then obviously 3 back surgeries later, he's finally an NBA champion in 2023 with the Nuggets. Yeah. Played very well throughout the playoffs, except the finals. He wasn't great, but in the conference finals against the Lakers, he was like all-time insane. Yeah. And then you get to the past 2 years, got hurt last year against the Clippers and then didn't play well against OKC. And now he finds himself on the Brooklyn Nets in a green light situation where he's finally healthy enough to finally show what part of high school MPJ would have looked like in the NBA. Mm. And I tweeted this out last year that I think MPJ I compared to Lauri Markkanen when he went to Utah. And Markkanen was incredible with the Jazz that season, was a most improved player, first-time All-Star, and was just hooping left and right. This season, Michael Porter is averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Michael swinging the rock, Porter Jr.
Dude.
Michael, the possession ends in someone else's hands, Porter Jr.
Yeah.
That's been the most glaring thing for me is that I just think the role in Denver just didn't allow him to, be the playmaker and whatnot. Right. You were the 4th scoring option on that team because we know Jokic runs the offense, Murray runs the offense, and Aaron Gordon just turned into a god.
Are you saying Jokic is stat padding assists?
No.
Okay.
No. Why would I say that?
I don't know.
I said Jokic runs the offense. He's going to do everything. So that's going to take away everything from Michael Porter unless you're getting shots. So here with the Nets, and like you said, Cam Thomas got hurt today. This is going to open even more of a door for Michael Porter. And he's already had some good games this season. I think he had like 31 points against the Cavs last week. And he's capable of having these big-time games. He had 32, 9, and 2 against the Atlanta Hawks. These are good teams they're playing against.
How many free throws does he shoot?
This season, he's only averaging, hang on, pulling up the stat numbers right now, only 2 attempts a game.
Yeah, so I thought so. He's not a big free throw shooter.
The Nuggets have always had a very bad whistle. I think before last season, Jokic, I think in a big playoff run, he was averaging 6 free throw attempts a game. And Murray had a 50-point game with 0 free throws one time. Aaron Gordon in that 50-point game had 6 free throws. The Nuggets just don't get a good whistle.
I think, when it comes to Michael Porter Jr., his game doesn't really allow for him to get whistles.
No, because Denver plays a very ethical style of basketball.
No, I'm not talking about Denver. I'm talking about him.
No, but that's because he played for Denver, so his game translates to that team because he's been with them for so long.
Okay.
And Denver plays an ethical style of basketball, which is why I love watching them. So now you bring that over to the Nets, another team that has a dog whistle.
Yeah.
It's going to just be seamless for him.
Well, most of the time you see him, he's chucking up shots.
Exactly.
He's not really going to the rim. You know what I mean?
He's starting to drive more. Obviously, it's the mental side from the back surgeries.
Yeah.
Dynamic movements are tough.
Yeah.
But with him, I see him taking an MIP style leap, whether it's this year or next year.
Wow.
I think he's definitely got that capability in him for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And because, we drafted 5 point guards, one of them's got to work out to get him the ball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it is fun to watch MPJ because it's old school hoops. Like I said before, I think I said this last week.
Yeah.
But it's literally backyard hoops, chuck up some shots, and let them go in. That's what MPJ is.
He's great from 3. We know this. He's got one of the most beautiful shots. We know he's good in the mid-range, and he can drive. He can also shot block. He's 6'10".
6'10".
Whatever we saw in Denver, I think he's capable of doing more with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And as the team slowly gets better over time, if he stays on the team, I think it's going to work out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
I want to give you. So I was just doing recruiting stuff on MPJ. I'll give you a quick crash course. So he was the 2nd recruit in 2017. Number 1 was Marvin Bagley.
Understandably, I forgot about that.
So
he was so good up to the NBA.
MPJ was a 5-star recruit with a 97 overall scout grade.
Wow.
Oh my God.
He was number 1 in position, which is small forward.
Small forward, yeah.
Number 1 in regional and number 1 in state. I said he signed with Mizzou. He had 4 other offers: Indiana, Oklahoma to go play with Trey Young,
Exactly, yeah.
Virginia, and Washington. Going back to the top 100 in his class. I said Bagley was 1. Ayton was 3rd. And then Wendell Carter was 5th. Duke got 4 of the top 10 recruits in the class. And if you scroll all the way down to number 25, you have another 5-star recruit that went to Missouri. Can you guess who that is?
Tell us.
That is Jonte Porter.
Oh.
Jonte Porter was a 5-star recruit.
Wow.
92 overall scout grade, signed for Missouri.
Wow, in the same year?
To play with his brother.
I didn't know that.
Porter's dominated basketball, man.
Jonte is 6'10", 240 at the time.
Wow.
MPJ was 6'10", 215 at the time.
And now he's 6'10", 218. So he's put on a little bit of weight.
I had no knowledge Jonte was a 5-star recruit and went to sign for Missouri as well.
They're a whole family of athletes. It's just a shame that a lot of off the court problems happen for a bunch of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I click on his profile. He was 1st in regional for power forward, 1st in state, 5th in position.
That's incredible.
His only other offer was Washington as well, but he signed with Mizzou.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, we know what MPJ is capable of, and I do think in a situation like Larry Markkinen, right, because he looked like he left a lot to be desired on both the Bulls and the Cavs. But once he got to Utah, it unlocked him. And remember, he started off inefficient too, because that whole team was.
Right.
So I think it will come.
It'll come together?
It'll come together for Michael Porter. I'm very confident of that.
Okay.
I actually forgot to pick him for most improved when we did our predictions.
Who'd you end up picking?
Amen.
Yeah.
Which I regret because he's definitely not winning it.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Yeah.
We're ready to get into the final round.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is interesting because,
Tell us who you're stuck between.
I have the Pistons. Well, the Pistons were off. I had Wizards. I have Keyonte George.
Yeah, that's what I would have
But
picked.
this is somebody that just had a phenomenal game tonight, and he plays for the Pistons. And it's someone that I've been saying for years, this guy is going to make this
Holland?
team. No.
No, he's talking about Duren.
Thank you.
Ooh, Duren's playing great.
Jalen Duren.
Before you get into Duren, Keyonte George would not have been my pick for the Wizards.
Who?
Bilal Coulibaly.
Bilal Coulibaly.
Yeah.
The Wizards are playing decent, man.
Yeah.
But I want to switch because now
I like this.
I am taking Jalen Duren.
I like it. Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
Jalen Duren just had 22 points and 22 rebounds in the win tonight.
Talk about the Mexico City game, too.
He's a beast, bro.
Well, which game was that one?
The one we had like 33.
33?
I think. Yeah.
Against Dallas. Oh, yes, right here, Dallas.
Probably all dunks, too.
So, okay. So tonight, they beat the Jazz 114-103, 22 points, 22 rebounds, 10 of 15 from the field. Obviously, probably all dunks or layups, whatever. Yeah. The game before, 14 points. The Mexico City game, 33-10, 13 of 16 from the field. Then he played Orlando, 21-13. Clunker, 8 points, 6 points, 24 against Boston, 24-18, against Boston. He's averaging 17.3, 10 rebounds a game, 60.9 from the field. Obviously, all probably layups, down, whatever, it's whatever. But
points.
Listen, 17.3 points is a 6-point jump from his 11.8 last year.
Wow.
His rebounds are around the same. His shooting, he shot 70% from the field last year, but again, those are all probably dunks and layups.
How's his defense?
Because that was my biggest concern.
The blocks are still at 1.4 blocks a game.
It's not terrible.
But listen,
Probably league average.
if he didn't have this game, I would have taken Keyonte George. But listen, this man is going to be a menace. And I told you in that Knicks series, he was the only one that gave us a problem.
He wasn't, though.
And Cat was getting bullied by him every time.
It was Isaiah Stewart that was giving the Knicks problem.
But Duren I saw was just as much as Isaiah Stewart.
Well, because he played games too. He played all 6 games. Beef Stew played 1 game, gave Cat literally 13 minutes of hell, and then got hurt.
I think, obviously Duren is their
Duren's a way better player than Stewart.
Oh, I agree. But I'm talking about just specific matchup related in the playoff series.
Right.
I think Stu is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
He's
One
all
of
right.
the best backup bigs in the league. Backup big in the league. One of the best, I feel like. But Duren's your starter. He's your first-round pick from 2022, 13th overall. This is your guy from Memphis. 21 years old, still getting better with age. And I think, listen, the Knicks, this guy's a tree stump. Literal tree stump. Talk about somebody that, big body, 6'10", 250. Yeah. Just, I don't think he could run that fast. But he's
athletic.
he's there.
Yeah, he's athletic.
Cat couldn't get past him.
No. He's
Like,
strong as hell.
He's an offensive glass guy. He's like Mitch, but he's a healthier Mitch
Yeah,
because Mitch
yeah.
breaks his foot every other day.
Well, because he's in shape. Mitch is not.
Mitch
Exactly.
is not in shape, yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
I'm buying.
I like it, man.
Jalen Duren stock.
I think I would buy too.
Okay.
Well, I would absolutely buy it.
I would buy
I
it.
think I would just buy the whole Pistons team stock.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's capable of taking a leap, Cade included.
Yeah.
And bro, like if Jalen Duren can keep this up, I swear, if Trajan Langdon does not call the Phoenix Suns and inquire about Devin Booker, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
I thought you wanted Cam Thomas there.
Like Cam Thomas would also work, but like if Devin Booker finally has like that true dynamic scoring point guard,
Yeah.
like either one of them would be perfect. But Devin Booker on the Pistons would unlock Cade so much more that I think he can get to MVP level.
Whoa.
Exactly. I think Cam Thomas can unlock him more too. I think either one of them would work fine.
Yeah.
Not that Jaden Ivey's bad. It's just that I think he's not as good of a fit next to Cade.
Yeah.
But Jalen Duren is making life a lot easier for this team.
Oh yeah.
Because, he didn't really have everything worked out as much last year.
Yeah.
This year he's finally he realizes how big he is.
Yeah.
And he gets his ass in the paint.
How tall is he?
I think he's like
I said
6'10".
6'10", 250.
Yeah, it's more so his strength.
250,
I would say, yeah, 250.
Well, size and strength kind of mean the same thing.
Well, I'm talking about like height doesn't mean as much.
No, I'm not talking about
He
size.
looks a
but
lot
height.
taller than 6'10".
And he can jump.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
That's
he looks
everything.
a lot tall because I swear that
He plays bigger than his size.
watching him play, I was like, there's no way they're getting past this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, not a chance.
That's kind
I
of like
was
Ben
like-
Wallace. Ben Wallace was like, I think Ben Wallace was like 6'8", 6'9",
Yeah.
and he played like he was 7'3".
The Pistons have an opportunity to move off Ivy and get a Cam Thomas or a Booker. It's not that hard because you don't need a double. Because Ivy's a point guard, and he's not really a two guard. I mean, he's been trying to play as a two guard now, but I feel like you can find Book or Cam Thomas more feasible for that starting five than Ivy.
Exactly.
And the injuries are kind of problematic, and you want to maybe get off of it, give it to somebody else. I mean, hopefully they could figure it
When
out.
Jalen Duren is on the floor, the Pistons score 6.1 points more per 100 possessions, which is like the top quarter percentile.
That's crazy.
The offensive rebounding numbers go up by 7%,
Wow.
which is nuts. And on the defensive end, they're forcing more turnovers, almost 4% difference.
So they're just way better when
Way
he's out
better,
there.
exactly.
Okay.
This
Well,
team,
there you go.
This team could be really good, especially if they wind up getting Malik Beasley,
Yeah.
if he gets
Yeah, we're
cleared.
still waiting for that. Yeah.
So, not a bad choice. I like it.
Yeah. Now they're 6-2. Who else had a great game today?
I'll tell you who
10
had a
points.
great game today.
Asar was phenomenal tonight.
What's your final team, Gio?
My final
Go ahead,
team
G.
is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, I know exactly who you're choosing.
Who do you think I'm choosing?
AJ Mitchell.
Absolutely. AJ Mitchell, bro. I had no idea who this guy was until he played against the Kings.
No, he played game one of the finals
Did he?
Yeah.
in the second quarter.
Okay,
And it
well, I
it
didn't watch
yeah.
game one of the finals then. But yeah, bro, this dude,
Oh my God.
even on a team as stacked as the Thunder, is finding minutes to play.
Yeah.
And so when you're finding minutes to
Well,
play on
they
a
have
team,
injuries.
well, still,
J-Dub's been out, so it's
Still.
like, yeah, no.
when you're finding minutes to play, because they can still play like Caruso instead of him. They can, like they have other guys that can fit into that spot.
Exactly.
But he's finding minutes and he's playing a lot of minutes and he's putting up stats, bro. Can I read to you his first
He's going
5,
Please
6
do.
games?
Please do.
going off.
He had 16 points in his first game,
Damn.
26 in the second,
Damn.
14, 17, 18, 20. And this is all on a team with SGA. He just literally his usage rate is through the roof.
Dude, how does Sam Presti keep finding these backup
I
point
don't know
guards?
how he's doing it. Can we wait, Anthony? Can you look up when he was drafted?
That's why I
Can
did
you
this.
tell me?
The
2020.
The Knicks drafted him,
Did
and they
you
traded his rights away. he was our 2024 second round pick.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Second round gem.
I
Great.
remember that.
That's
Maybe
incredible.
here's the thing though.
I remember.
If he
that.
was on the Knicks, he wouldn't be this type of player.
No.
I think OKC's player development is just absolutely like top tier.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than OKC
who did
when
we
it comes to
take
player
in
development.
this class?
So
In
Oh,
2020.
we took Pacomi Daddier.
Yeah.
And then we traded that second round pick to the Thunder.
Gio, it's funny that you mentioned this because he's actually the betting favorite to win Sixth Man of the Year.
AJ Mitchell, there you go.
I
had
just added him in fantasy.
Did you?
Ahead of guys like
Are you serious? When did you add him?
He's not putting up as much.
Yesterday. He's not putting
He's
up
not
as
putting up
much.
points though in fantasy.
won't,
He's just playing
but
good on the floor.
I just-
But he's ahead of guys like Jeremy Grant, Quentin Grimes, Jaime Jaquez, and Naz Reid, who all four are playing great, by the way.
Yeah.
Like this Jeremy Grant renaissance is awesome.
Yeah.
But AJ Mitchell, dude's a dog.
He's a beast, bro.
Yeah,
He's another one of those guys who's not afraid.
exactly.
Not afraid.
And he's got size too.
Yeah.
It's not like he's some puny little nub that's like,
How tall is he? Let me see.
He's 6'4", 190.
yeah.
Okay.
He's got a bit of size to him. Like 6'4" and up is a good size for a point guard.
Yeah.
Like Jamal Murray 6'4", Russell Westbrook 6'4". So it puts you at an advantage.
Yeah, it does.
And I think when SGA is off the floor, you're in safe hands.
You definitely are.
Absolutely.
He's the reason why they and look. I watch Kings games now because I'm a Russ fan. When they played against the Thunder, it was a very close game,
Yeah.
and I would say they won because of AJ Mitchell. He made some very clutch shots down the stretch. That's why they won. So not only is he a good player in the first 3 quarters, he's a player in the fourth quarter as well.
Oh, the Thunder are going to be a problem, man.
Dude. Again,
They're 8-0.
and they're injured.
Yeah, just like last year. They won
they're
68 games
injured,
with
yeah.
injuries.
It's
They
crazy.
missed Chet and Hartenstein for months.
They're too good.
But shout out AJ Mitchell, man. I'm
Shout
loving
out.
what I'm seeing. 6th man of the year. I see Peyton Pritchard in him. I
Except
see
he's
it.
taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the product you're seeing on the floor, him
Right.
stepping up in the moment.
Okay.
And
I see that.
the efficiency's there,
That's
playmaking is there. So shout out. Are you ready for my final team?
Let's see it.
Do we have any idea what this team is?
No idea. No idea.
No idea.
No one's done the Knicks. I'm so sad.
So I did not have the Knicks. I didn't. Not that there's really no one on the Knicks to buy stock.
I didn't pick
There's
anyways.
nobody to buy stock on it.
And again, I was kind of debating. I was going to choose Tim Hardaway Jr. from the Nuggets, but
No.
that was in comparison to when I was doing Michael Porter. This one is probably my favorite one because I've had stock in this guy from the minute this happened.
I don't know what team it is.
We're going to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I'm gonna say John Collins, Brooke Lopez, Chris Dunn,
Got to pick someone.
Derek Jones
Well-
Jr. Oh, Zubac.
Zubac?
No, it's John Collins.
John Collins.
the
Okay, that was your
name
first
that
guess.
was the name I said. Yeah.
John Collins.
That was the first name I said.
My God, I love this dude, bro. He is an absolute dog. I mean, he hasn't played meaningful basketball in quite a long time, right? The last time he really played meaningful basketball was 2021 with the Atlanta Hawks when they made the conference finals. And we saw him in that second round just be absolutely abnormally insane. He had that alley-oop dunk on Joel Embiid. And I'm going to pull up his playoff game log because I want to tell you what he averaged that series because that was probably the best I've seen him play. And when you're playing next to a really good playmaker in Trae Young, that's obviously, that's something that will unlock a player. In that series against the Philadelphia 76ers, he averaged over 15 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and on less than two turnovers per game, and shot 40% from three-point range. So that's quite insane. When you're shooting that level as a 4, because we know
Yeah.
after that, the three-point shooting just took a nosedive. It was
Yeah.
garbage. And now he goes to the Utah Jazz from the Hawks, doesn't really play meaningful basketball, is kind of tanking. The team's not good. So you kind of get a false perception of, oh, this guy's washed, didn't even know he was in the league, stuff like that. And now he's on a team with the Clippers. What's interesting about this is that on that Hawks team, he had an amazing playmaking point guard, and he had a big burly center behind him. What do you notice about What do you notice about this Clippers team?
Same thing.
Same exact thing. You have James freaking Harden as your point guard, and I think Zubac is a much better center than Clint Capella.
Yeah.
At least right now.
At least right now, yeah. But we know Clint Capella was very good in his prime. But I feel like his prime was more with the Rockets, no?
It was, yeah.
So I feel like this team molds him best, and I hope he starts starting more consistently because he's been coming off the bench just to kind of get his legs right, and I think. But him in the dunker spot is incredible.
Yeah.
I've always said that him, Aaron Gordon, and Tobias Harris are the only really true 4s left in the league. And John Collins is proving that now. Clippers fans are loving him. I mean, everything he's doing in the games, he's been everything and more than what they've asked him to do.
Clippers owner loves him.
Oh,
It's like,
bro. I love Steve Ballmer, bro. He literally, he's like, score 30 so I don't have to worry about the aspirations stuff. Which, by the way, he just got sued by a bunch of people, by a bunch of the investors, which is crazy. But again, it's alleged. Don't sue us. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, what do we think of John Collins? Because obviously, he's been nuts this season to start
yeah.
off.
I mean, can you like read off some stats and
Yeah, let me tell
while
you
you're
what he's doing
bringing
this
them
season.
up?
So this season, he's averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He's shooting 57% from the field,
True, yeah.
38% from 3.
That's
and
impressive.
almost 80% from the free throw line. And look, let me tell you, bro, 3-point percentage the past few years. This year it's at 37. The year before it was at 40. Then it was at 37. And before that it was 28. So he's improved.
How tall is he?
He is, I think,
6'8"?
6'9".
He's 6'9", 226.
6'9", 235 now.
35.
He put on some weight.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, bro jumps out the gym. I always knew that about John Collins. He had a couple crazy posters back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But then ever since he got postered by Anthony Edwards, I think last year.
He had a concussion. That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago
think it was
already?
2 years ago.
Dude, I'm so old right now. It's crazy. Yeah, but he got posterized by Anthony Edwards 2 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, his career just ended. He's back.
Oh, he's back better
He's
than ever.
back. He is back indeed. He's looking good. Haven't really watched Clippers ball, but I saw some highlights on like Instagram, swiping through.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, this season he has, let's see. They haven't been like abnormally incredible games, like 17 points, 12 points, 14 points, but you know, he'll get like 6, 8 rebounds. Like it's not, I'm trying not to say 6, 7, but you know, he's got like
6,
7 boards
8.
one game, 6 like soon give it 3
say
years
it,
and
bro.
6, 8 will be a meme.
Just say it.
But he's got, you know, he'll have 6 rebounds in a game, 7 rebounds in a game.
There you go.
And you know, the 3-point attempts are good too. Like, you know, he's averaging
and
anywhere from 3 to 4 attempts.
He's coming off the bench this year too.
Yeah, he needs to start starting.
Yeah.
Has to.
Yeah.
He'll be
Who's the starting power forward? Is it Derek Jones?
They're doing They're
He should
doing
not be the
they're
starter.
doing Beal, Harden, Kawhi, Jones, Zubac.
Ill, and ill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should definitely be John Collins.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Beal doing? I'm sorry, this is off topic, but
So Bradley Beal, I have his stats right here actually. Bradley Beal,
I have not watched Clippers basketball.
He's the wow.
he's averaging
He's behind Collins and Derek Jones. He's at 8 points a game.
So he's ass.
40% from 3 though.
He's
On like
so
what,
bad.
3 shots a game or something?
Efficiency wise, from 3-point range, he is taking 3 attempts per game.
Yeah, he's been
So not
he's
great.
Not
He's
good.
washed, bro. Let's be honest.
Not good.
Which sucks.
But
man.
John Collins is where it's at.
John Collins.
John Collins is where it's at.
That's what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Right now. John freaking Collins.
John freaking Collins. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And I think like if the Clippers actually can make it deep into the playoffs, he will be a big reason why.
Yeah, like you said, kind of like an Aaron Gordon type. I can see him going off in the playoffs, like a couple games here and there, maybe even
Absolutely.
winning a game for them.
Because I
can see that.
I think if the Clippers are serious about competing in the playoffs, you need to start him.
Yeah.
You have to. Because I don't think Bradley Beal and Derek Jones are going to be... Derek Jones can be capable enough. I don't think Bradley Beal is anymore at this point in his career. But I
Yeah.
think John Collins he's been waiting to get back into these moments.
Yeah.
You know, when you get sent to Utah, your career essentially pauses.
Yeah.
Because
How old is he? He's still kind of young.
Collins is 28.
Yeah, he's 28. So he's in his
like
prime.
prime years. yeah.
Exactly.
So this is it right here, man.
Exactly.
This is it. Let's go.
So yeah, not so bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, we spent pretty much over an hour talking about these 15 players, which isn't bad.
How long we do?
It's hour 15 right now.
By the way, the Nets won. So Indy's now tied for the worst record with them, but MPJ had 32 and 11.
See what I mean?
There you go.
See what I mean?
32 and 11.
How many assists did he get?
I think 3.
Nice.
Is
Let's
that-
go.
The Knicks are about to beat Minnesota by 20.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Brunson has 21 points.
But yeah,
Is Brunson back? Question mark?
23 points. Mitchell Robinson got a standing ovation coming off.
but look, boys
played
and girls on the
pretty
screen.
good.
Here
cool.
is the update. Here are the 15
really
players. I
cool.
know it's backwards. These are the 15 players you guys need to buy stock in this season. Make sure you buy them. Obviously, next week we're
see
gonna
that?
yeah
Nice.
6, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube. By the way, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And tune in next week, obviously, when we to 15 players that we're going to sell our stock in. Those are going to be, it's going to be pretty interesting because I'm sure there's players that we agree on. I'm sure there's players that we believe in that others are going to want to sell on.
Yeah.
And let us know in the comments, who is one player that you absolutely want to buy all your stock in for this season?
Yeah.
And boys, we have any sort of final questions, comments, concerns before we get into the outro?
Let's do it, bro. Outro.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of episode number 82 of the Floor Spacer podcast, Giovanni. G of the week, word of the week.
Ooh. The G of the week.
Got to pick one.
It's gonna have to be Ryan.
Ryan
Ryan, my coworker.
Rollins
Not Ryan Rollins, but yeah. So he's the one that
hooked
told me
you
to
up
get
with the
this
whoop.
whoop here, and he's
Yeah.
showing me how to use it. I'm locking into fitness now because I literally invested into it, kind of.
Yeah.
The word of the week. Let's go with God's plan.
That's word.
That's words.
It's okay.
Okay.
Put it into one.
God's plan.
Words of the week. God's plan, because
You've been listening to a lot of
it's
Drake
gonna work
recently?
out.
Words of the week.
Yes.
God's plan.
There you go.
Type it down in the comments if you're still here. Also, make sure to wish Kev a happy birthday. Shout out our guy Kev.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll keep tabs on, stuff that's going on next week. Obviously, you'll see the West courts for the NBA Cup. Obviously, you at home probably already know what they look like and everything of that nature. And obviously, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Get us to 9K by Christmas Day. We are less than 700 away. We have, like a
love that.
month and a half before we get there? Or not even a month and a half, just a month, right?
I don't even know.
I think it's a month and a half at this point.
Like a month.
Because
And
a
a
month, a month and a half, because a month would take us to like December 5th.
You're right.
So a month and a half, get us there. Hit the bell. That way you're notified when we upload, which is every day. If you're on Spotify audio platforms, give us 5 stars, answer the polls, leave a review, all that good stuff. Follow our socials at FloorSpacerPod on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Personal ones are down here on the screen right now. Get my guy Giovanni to 1 million
7
Instagram
million.
followers. No, 1 million.
6-7 million.
And join the Discord server as well. Hopefully we'll be back streaming on Tuesday, depending on what time Gio gets out of work.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll just see what happens in the league. We're starting to specify our content more to cater all the teams and stuff like this. You're going to see more often. So we hope you guys like it. And boys, do we have any sort of final questions, thoughts, comments, and concerns before we head on into the outro?
Yeah,
Nah.
Rob's cooking right now.
I told you, come on.
The garbage time?
I hit
In
stop.
garbage time minutes.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
cooking.
Doesn't matter. While he's out there, he's gonna cook.
He's cooking.
Just please give him a chance in the actual game.
It's 135, 112.
Oh, wow.
What's he doing?
Blowout.
What'd you see him do?
He had a 3 and he had an and 1 after.
There you go.
three.
Like,
Cool.
come on, bro. Like,
Against the Knicks G League players.
doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, literally the whole bench is in right now. For both
Exactly.
teams.
It doesn't matter. He's cooking those guys.
Joe Ingles is in.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, now you know it's cooked, bro.
All right.
Joe Ingles is in.
You don't have
But
to say Joe
anyways,
Ingles, bro.
We hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. We love you all endlessly. Giovanni Squatteri is applying to become the president of the Cleveland Cavaliers fan
Hell
club.
nah.
And we will see you all next week in episode
Hell nah.
83. Peace out.
Deuces.